Hello, wonderful you lot watchers, and welcome back to the super mega happy fun time. Amber Temple has gone on for much longer than I predicted Thursday stream.
That's because we survived it.
You survived it so far.
We are doing our best
a
to
discussion that we would do it all in one session.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've
Nah,
had that
really.
conversation.
Session.
Yeah.
I'm sure I remember laughing very hard at that.
There was a chance you could have maybe done it in one session.
The only
Stranger
thing
things have
we had
happened.
done it in one is if we ran straight down the stairs
And then died.
and died.
Or we
Maybe.
all got hypnotised by that statue and that was the
Or
end.
if we all got hypnotized by the statue, yeah. It's another quick way to do it.
Entire party starves to death. End of campaign.
Woo!
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah, winning.
Right.
Would we have continued playing every week, just being enthralled by the statue?
Yeah.
Roll Constitution. 20? No.
See you next week.
Maybe next week.
Endless
And
wisdom
then-
saving throws.
And then there'd have been one episode where one of us actually made our saving throw, and then we'd have lost it.
It's like,
Yeah.
congratulations, you've now died of starvation. You're so good, you can't move.
Yes. Right. Thank you as always for tuning in and watching. Notices. I've done some more work on the new campaign. A good friend of mine is a ancient Greek and Roman expert.
Handy.
Sounds
So
like my kind of person.
she's been helping me with the gods a little bit, and I've fleshed those out a little bit more. So I should hopefully, I want to have them done this weekend, and then the nation's ready. So we should be moving along with that. I reckon I can get it done by the time you guys die in here. We'll see how it goes.
Sweet. What if we, out of spite, just get killed now?
Out of pure spite.
There'll be lots of NPCs with, yes, I've got a name and it's a very good name. It's Tobias Finn.
We just met Tobias.
It's monitor webcam.
Thank you as always for Crit It. We're sponsoring us for Dice, which is very gracious and kind of you. That's about it, really. We'll get moving. So, last week, for those who were here, the party continued to explore Amber Temple. Found out some more information. It was an ancient temple built by some wizards from a bygone age. They took it upon themselves to travel to faraway plains and capture and destroy evil. And the evil they couldn't destroy, they brought back here and entombed. But slowly, over time and generations of the wizards, the evil started to seep into them and corrupt them. You now find yourself in this Amber Temple, built to a long-forgotten god of secrets. And as you've explored it, you've actually found some of the wizards in here with you, or rather their floating flaming skulls. You also found what you believe was one of the wizards, had sacrificed what was left of his humanity, killed some of the other wizards, and actually transformed himself into a lich. But over the years and millennia, it would seem that he'd lost his mind. Maybe some magic was at play as well. But he wasn't what he once was. Jakul was able to briefly bring him back to his senses, but it wasn't strong enough to return it permanently. And in exchange, he gave you the password to one of the books in the Great Library. You made your way through, exploring more of this ancient dungeon. Large halls with doors built of amber and amber cathedral-like ceilings. The cold constantly biting in at you as you made your way and found the ancient library, and Jakul found a book which explained some more of the wizards and what they were doing, asking how was Strahd made, discovering that one of the ancient dark powers in here, entombed in amber, was some ancient god of vampirism, had the power to turn you into a very powerful vampire, but the cost was extreme. You had to kill someone who loved and trusted you and then die in a horrific way. From the visions you had seen, you were able to assume that's what Strahd did, that he killed his brother who loved and trusted him and then was brutally murdered at the wedding. Unfortunately for the people who killed him, this made Strahd what he is, and he was swift to take his vengeance. Going down the steps in the great library, you went into a rougher area, and you could see 7 crates that seemed slightly out of place. You didn't notice them at first because there was 3 large hulks of amber, the biggest you've seen in the Amber Temple. And in each one of them, something laid dormant. The room itself had been warped by whatever evil entities was here. As you approached them and entered the room, Hunter looked into one of the crates, and as he touched it and opened it, springing forward, one of the vampire creatures within grabbed him round the throat, his fangs coming out. And that's where we left it. And everyone give me some initiative, please.
Right, we need to click on our little thingy first.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that. Where am I? Oh, there.
Let me know once you rolled.
Yep, done.
And then we'll begin.
Yep.
Oh.
Constance.
Okay, Hunter, have you done yours?
I have. I got 22. Also, I have alert, so I can't be surprised.
Okay, perfect. Red?
I got 14.
Jackal?
And I also have alert.
I'm 17.
Constance?
4.
Bronwyn?
20.
And this will be me. Sorry, I'm going to have to roll this one here. Ooh.
And Elian?
I'm on 18.
Oh, 18.
He was getting round to asking.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Wasn't
was.
feeling left out. He'd have remembered me.
Yes.
Hunter,
Somewhere around turn 3.
your feral instinct kicks in. Something is not right. So let me just explain where you are in the room. So who wants to have been down in the room and who wants to be on the stairs?
I've been on the stairs.
Yeah.
I think I was bringing up the
I
rear,
was-
which would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I was definitely first. I remember that, so I'll be
Red
in the
was
room, I
in the
guess.
middle.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
followed Casimir downstairs.
Yep. So
Yeah, you and I were at the front.
And then Hunter.
So
now
let's
they go
say
to me and then Constance.
you've got the stairs coming down at the north, big circular stairs coming down, and then it's a rectangular room. You can see towards the southeast corner of the room, there's been a cave-in, and it looks like there's a path through. The 3 large lumps of amber are bottom, left, and right, east of the room. Oh, cheers, Leopoo, for the substitution.
Substitution?
Been
Subscription.
replaced.
Yeah, you can replace
Someone's
me.
got their
It's
oven knob.
so bloody hot in my room. It's unbelievable. I'm going to die. I'm going to open the door a little bit.
Got a fan.
Yeah. The room itself is probably almost 90 foot long by 50 foot wide, with the stairs making them way down in a big circular motion. Hunter, your feral instinct, as you touch this and you open it a little bit, even before the creature grabs you, alarms are going off that something is wrong. You're on your feet. Normally you would be surprised, but you react ridiculously quickly.
Drawing the silver sword that Constant just gave me, he releases his Rite of Flame into it for a bonus action. I take 1d6 worth of damage.
Yep.
That rolls. 1 point of damage.
What even is this?
And instantly the sword lights into fire.
Nice.
And then he just does 2 really quick swings at it, just trying to keep it inside its crate.
Yeah. So you can, as you look at this creature now, masculine, human, very handsome man, classic looks to him, and he's like styled and chiseled look. He is not feral. He is a good looking human. And then you look at his eyes and the rage in them. You look at his fangs, and you can see as they're out, his tongue coming out, trying to like lick out to you as he's stepping in, trying to get you around the throat. This is not an ugly creature. If he was a human, he would probably be an attractive man.
Okay. My 2 short sword swings were a 15 and a 24, and they are magical and silver.
They're both hits, please.
That does, and then 2d6s of fire damage. It does 16 piercing, and then 10 fire damage.
And it's silver as well.
Okay. Is it magical piercing?
It's magical as well.
Okay. Is that from both attacks?
Both attacks are both magical, yeah.
Nice.
That was my blood right.
There's a look of surprise on the vampire's face as you... Okay. You catch it with these 2 blows very quickly. It's bleeding, but it doesn't look horrendously damaged. Right, it's going to attack you. It's going to try and claw you. It's going to try and bite you. 22 and 21.
Yeah, they both hit.
So, the first attack comes in. It reacts quicker than you thought humanly possible. Fighting in a style similar to yours, not suiting the look of this creature, it fights quite feral. As the first attack comes out and it claws and drags across you. And you take 9 points of slashing damage, please. And then as it does that, he's going to grab onto you, pulls you in, and then latches onto your neck with his fangs out. And you take 7 points of piercing damage and 4 points of necrotic damage, please.
Be interesting to see what Hunter will be if this continues.
Yeah.
This isn't Pokemon.
Werewolf vampire.
What do you think Pokemon?
A wham
Slavery.
His lips are cold to the touch as he bites into your neck. And then the sensation at first is pain, but then there's a twist to it. It's that kind of pain where you've got to kind of keep poking yourself. You can't stop poking. And you almost want to explore more of this pain. And part of your brain does not want to let this guy stop causing this pain to your neck. Two of the other crates with this commotion burst open as well in the room, and 2 of the vampires spawn. Get up. These 2 are women. One of them in a ridiculously well-made and tight black dress, looking completely and utterly out of place. If any of this is hard for your characters to sink in, you're fighting in what is freezing cold conditions, and you are now fighting what are reasonably well-dressed for nights out vampire. And one of the other ones is in shabbier clothes, ripped and broken in places. They both get out and start running into the room, but can't do anything else. One of them gets onto the sort of sprints towards the wall, and you've seen Doru do this trick where he then now is running around the wall to get to those on the steps. The other one starts running towards you, Hunter, but doesn't get an attack this round. So there's now 2 on you, Hunter, and 1 coming round to the wall. Bronwyn. Again, your reaction's kicking quick. That split second before, something's not right in here. As soon as Hunter touches that box and you see it opening, you're on edge. But these things act supernaturally quick and spring into action.
Yep. She's going to go for the one that's on the wall.
Yep.
To try and stop that. She's going to mark it with her not hunter's mark, the other one, hunter's prey, and go for it with the silver.
Does she say or invoke anything as she does it, or is it just a silent stare down?
Yeah, it's
is
kind
it,
of like
I choose you?
It's just sort of like a narrowing of the eyes and like a lock on and a... Yeah. You're mine, bitch.
The classic look as you size this creature up. So this is the one in shabbier clothes.
Yeah.
This one isn't like attractive. This woman, probably in mid-30s, scruffy-ish hair, looks a bit out of place to the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Yep, so she's going to try twice. 26 and 16.
Both hits.
Both hits. And the first one gets an extra 1d6 on it. Hang on a sec.
Nice.
So that is maths. 15 plus 7. 22.
In total?
14. 21, sorry, 20. Can't do maths. Yeah, 21 in total.
Okay.
Piercing.
Nice. Yeah, you snap back superhumanly quick. 22. And those around see Bronwyn very quickly launch 2 arrows towards one of the ones coming round the wall. It takes it.
They were silvered, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your knowledge is vampires don't care for silver. It's not a weakness for them.
Oh, in that case, you should just use the normal ones. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Elian. You see Bronwyn contemplate using a silver arrow, and then she's like, nah, normal.
Kitty, can you remember, did I give you back the holy water, or do I still have it? Because I can't remember either way.
It just froze as you were saying. Did I? Because I can't remember.
Did I give you back the holy water, or do I still have it?
I think you still have it.
You still have it.
I think you still have it.
In which case, Elian, seeing this vampire latch onto Hunter's neck, will just kind of dart in behind him, uncork the holy water, and just splash some on Hunter's neck.
Nice. Okay, I'll let you do that as a move action.
Oh, okay.
As you do, you uncork it, and as you start to pour it, you can see the holy water is now taking on this murky brown colour. As soon as you start pouring it.
That's weird. Does the vampire appear to react in any way, shape, or form?
No.
I'm hoping you're doing this like Salt Bay, by the way. This is how I'm imagining it.
In which case, then, I will use my bonus action to... You said I could do that as a move action?
Yep, move action for that.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll use my bonus action to cast Magic Weapon on my bow, and then I will, seeing the holy water not work, I will drop it and then shoot the vampire in the face, point blank range.
Yeah. Give me... I'm not even going to make you do a knowledge. So when the holy water was sealed, and when that seal was broken, you get the distinct impression that even just being in this place has been enough to turn it.
Nice. I'm so glad we came here.
Let's spend the
This
night,
was
shall we?
the very bestest of ideas. Actions. Attack.
Yeah, as you invoke and you push magic into your bow, slight glow to it, and then it returns back to normal. But you think it's powered.
23 to hit.
That's a hit.
6 points of magical piercing damage.
Which one's this? The one on the Gabriel?
The one that's
Hunter.
attached to Hunter. I'm shooting it in its stupid pointy-toothed face.
Yeah.
I will shout, "Get off him!" And then I will turn to look at Casimir and say, "Do something."
I love the idea that will do help. Get off him.
Yeah, I don't think so. Probably just going to walk over and just, play around with the coffins or something.
That's Strahd's main weakness is a head teacher-like voice. A stern tone.
Do you mind? I have shouted at many a barbarian last session and they missed, remember?
Yes.
Talk to me about words not doing anything.
No, you need to Life O'Brien it. He's not a dark overlord, he's a very naughty boy. Yep, you shout for Casimir to do something.
Yes.
Jakul, you're next, sir.
Right. So there's one jumping at us, but it's
There's one sort of coming around the wall. You see there's 6 crates in total in this room.
Okay.
Only 3 of them have opened so far.
Kick them all open.
Yeah. Daylight will last. It's fine. I'm gonna
Rip the plaster off.
Let's not make this easy.
I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame on the one running along the wall towards us. It's a DC 16 save for the vampy vamp.
Stop running on the walls.
What save is it he uses, sorry?
Dexterity DC 16. Probably be fine.
No. God damn.
So that's 12 radiant damage.
Oh, ouch.
So I reach back, touch my mirror, and I kind of put my hand out, and I'm kind of backing away from it because I have experience with Strahd nibbling on me, and I don't want to have that happening again, if possible. And frantically call for Soon to protect me.
Yeah.
And I blast it with holy fire.
Just comes down and strikes it. Little kind of flashbang style of fire explodes in the room on the vampire, which is currently sort of running around the wall towards you. It stays on the wall, but it lets out a snarl and it fixes its eyes onto you and Bronwyn. With a shatter, one of the boxes at the back of the room opens as well. This one more kicked in from sides and front and back.
Great.
This has got another man in it. He's topless, muscular build. But he's...
Please, Adam, tell us how sexy each vampire is in order.
Let's
Which is
just
the most
say
sexy, which is the
I
least.
would, if I was that way inclined.
Focused
Like,
and
forget
engaged with the
initiative
game.
order. It's order from would most to least, yeah?
He's...
Oh, good. Jackal's at the top, so it's off.
Oh, poor Constance.
I think you find Hunter went first, so
oh, yeah. He's like a youngish sort of logman build to him, ruggedly handsome. He's got a bit of stubble, like a more than me. He's got like Matt stubble on him, but not Johnny Beard. And he comes out. None of them have got weapons. And he seems more feral than the others. And he goes down into a low crouch and appraises the scene for a second. And you see a grin come across his face. And as it does, the teeth extend and he fixes his eyes onto you, Elian. And like wolf-like, he moving towards you. You get the distinct impression that he knows he's not going to reach you this turn. And he is just stalking you, walking towards you in this low fashion. He doesn't care that you've seen him. He doesn't care that you know he's there. He's just... Red, your turn.
Hi. So, first of all, using a bonus action, Red is going to summon the Totem of the Hawk. So she's going to grasp a bundle of feathers strapped to her, and she will speak in Druidic, and she will summon the Spirit of the Hawk, which will give, let me just double check, anyone within range, you can use your reaction to gain advantage to an attack roll, and in addition, you and your allies have advantage on wisdom checks whilst in the aura.
What's the area of it, please?
The area is... where has it gone?
I think it's pretty big. I think it'll all be in it.
A 30-foot radius around the point.
Okay, yeah, because you can kind of put that point in between you.
Yeah, basically. So this big old hawk spreads its wings. And then... can you just describe where they are again? Because I was struggling to keep up where they all are.
The top, where you're coming down this circular staircase.
Yeah.
I think you were in the room already.
I was at the top, like at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. So kind of coming around the walls, almost behind you, is one on the wall. In the middle of the room, there's Hunter with one either side of him, Elian attacking one of those, and another one closing in on Elian, kind of a little cluster in the middle, and you're kind of at the northmost at the steps. So there's one trying to skirt round and will be behind you next turn, and then there's 3 in front of you, 1 which is on Hunter, and 2 which smashed out of boxes and now coming towards the scene.
Cool. So, Red is going to cast Moonbeam, but it's going to center it on the two in front, not the one that's on Hunter.
You definitely get one. No, I'll give you both.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, casting Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Okay, so they need to do a Constitution save of 15.
Oh, they're not good at that.
Otherwise, they take 13 radiant damage.
Oh, no, both fail. Ouch. Ooh, ouch. 13. Okay, so that was 2 fresh ones, and it was that one. Radiant.
Yeah, radiant. And it will stay... It stays there.
Yeah. As the beam, the mega laser comes in, there's no heat generated by it. It's not warming the air up or making this room any more hospitable. And it burns down on them hard. The beauty of them wiped out as horrendous snarls come across their face, a mixture of rage and pain. You definitely got their attention. Casimir. 1 second.
Is he gonna help?
Help or hinder, who knows?
I can already see him queuing up his Misty Step all ready to go.
He's probably just going to ignore it or just go towards the amber blocks.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe a vampire will get him on the way. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Don't
New
use that
tactic.
dumb.
Hide behind Casimir.
Difficult to do since he blinks around.
See, I can't do his spells on D&D Beyond. Sorry, it's annoying.
All right.
How dare you?
You see Casimir. You've seen him move relatively quiet and quickly before. Those at the back of the room see him. Who is towards the back of the steps?
Constance at the back, then me.
These.
Then...
Yeah, so those 2 at the back. Bear with me.
Casimir is down on the bottom floor.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah. He is. You see Casimir mutter under his breath, and almost like pulling their way out of him. There's a clone, another, but it's not like a fizzle. They're like ripping themselves out of him, and now there are 5 Casimirs. And as one of them move, you see all of them move in synchronization.
Which is something that Gabriel used to do, isn't
Gabriel's done that before, yeah.
Yeah, mirror image.
Less of them, but yes.
it? Oh,
He had 3, I think.
we feel nostalgic.
Yeah.
And then
Roll
with
for nostalgia.
a swirl of mist comes round all 5 of them, and he misty steps to the the eastmost sarcophagi.
Oh,
I hate you
knew it.
so much.
I knew it.
So much.
Because he doesn't care if he dies if he can make that deal. He must know it already because he killed his horse, which is the only thing that would probably love him.
But I love you, Casimir.
I still don't know how.
2 of the other crates,
Professes his love now.
the last 2 explode. One of them, this quite well-built woman, maybe about 6 foot tall, hair in 2 braids and a braid coming down the back, and then all 3 of those braids join to one towards the back. Blonde to her, a kind of Viking-esque look to her. She's actually wearing a fur thing and not a lot else. She is the most naked out of all of the vampires.
Oh, yes.
Vampires are so sexy. I don't understand.
Everyone loves a bit of nudie vampires.
Yeah.
But why?
I think this is Strahd's love harem here that we're walked in on.
Really.
Mortal undead flesh, yes. Immortal undead clothes, no. It just rots.
And then the last crate opens up. This vampire, you think, has been listening to what's happening. Man standing, about 6'1", well dressed, well groomed, looks almost Strahd-like, but nowhere near his eloquence. What's the word I'm looking for?
Eloquence.
Eloquence. And he stands and stretches his back, twists his head to the side and to the other side, and looks at the scene. And he runs up the wall behind him and starts making his way along the bottom of the ceiling towards you.
Sure he does. Right. Cool.
He's just running upside down like this, coming towards.
Yeah, cool. Makes sense.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure. Ceiling climb like a gecko.
So there's a bit of a cluster in the middle now, with 3 of the vampires in there, a moonbeam burning down on that. Elian and Hunter with one either side of him, and one of them moving on a Hunter. Further back from that to the south, one making his way up on the roof, and one on the floor. There's one kind of behind you making his way around on the wall. Constance.
So are you saying that they're all visible to me right now?
Yes, they are.
Interesting.
Oh, hey, dish pickle.
I'm going to draw the sword. Oh, I've already got it in my hand. I am going to... Are any of them within melee range of me?
No, you're at the back. The closest one will be the one on the wall making its way round.
Sure.
So
yeah, in that case...
That one's about 20 foot away, so you could reach it and attack this round.
So all of... what is the range? Like, are they all within 30 foot of me?
No.
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 Okay, I will move forward to engage that one then.
Yep.
And at that point, if I'm 20 foot forward, are they all within 30 foot?
Not within
of me?
15 foot, no.
Hang on. Oh yeah, it's 15 foot that can go up to 30 foot. I see. In that case, I will, just charge towards the one that's running around on the wall, and with my bonus action, I guess, make the sun sword pop out.
Again,
The noise that doesn't go wrong.
Oh, it just is a nice warm glow.
like a rushing river almost pushes you in the back towards it as it rages up, and the storm erupts inside your head and ears and your eyes as you look towards this creature, as your vision just focuses in on it. And you get the feeling of being hurt in the past. And although this isn't what hurt you, this is to do with what hurt you. So beating the living snot out of this will definitely make you feel better. If you can imagine what that feeling would feel like.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I might not be getting revenge on, you know what I mean, the person who's wronged me, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it out on you instead.
It's a slightly different flavour of vengeance.
Yeah. I would imagine there's a lot of bad bosses in the world who feel like this often.
Okay, in that case, I will swing to attack the one on the wall.
Okay. Bear with me 2 seconds.
Sure.
Remember, the Spirit of the Hawk is there as well if you've got a reaction.
Oh, yeah.
What does it do, sorry?
It gives you
You can
advantage.
get an advantage on an
but
attack
you
roll.
hit with 17.
Using a bonus action, is
No,
that?
So using a reaction.
Okay.
Reaction, yeah, it's really strong.
Also, you get D8 because it's undead. Also, that's actually +2 because you get an extra +2 on top of your attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
yeah.
it should be +10,
Might have
not
to,
+8.
We might have to upgrade your D&D sheet to be the right attack for the sword.
Sure. So that's 17 plus 2
Oh,
is
1 second,
9,
sorry.
and then 1d8 extra.
Because it's undead.
Cool.
Thinking about it, this is what Trump was talking about
Roll.
when he was saying sunlight can kill COVID-19.
No, we're not
Get
doing
some
it.
sword.
No.
Okay,
So that's 19 to hit.
that's a hit on first attack.
With 16 radiant damage.
+2.
Plus 2. Oh yeah, because it's bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
18.
18 radiant
18
damage.
radiant damage.
That's on attack 1.
And it's sunlight.
I've got 2 attacks.
Yeah, second attack, please.
The sun.
You're not on it. You need to click the yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same again, weirdly.
Same again.
Plus the...
It's already there.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's a 6. So it's 15.
No, that was a 19 to hit, and that is 17 damage.
Radiant.
As the sword erupts in light, those behind Constance, it's hard to look at for a second as you have to blink and squint as your eyes come back to normal after a few seconds. The creature doesn't have those few seconds. As the sword lights up, its pupils, you can see Constance get bigger in surprise as it looks at you. And as they do, you can immediately see blood starts running down its cheek from its eyes, but the blood sizzles away as if it was in a frying pan and burning up in great heat. As it opens its mouth and you can see blood just freely dripping down its fangs, and as it drips down its fang, it gets burnt away in the sunlight as you step in 2 huge swings into the creature as it puts its arms up to try and block the light and your attacks, and you just chop through all of it. There's little to no resistance. And before you know what's happened, this creature with an arrow in it and being struck by Jakul's flame, it hits the floor smoking with holy energy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 down. About to go.
Sun.
Go team.
Hunter. You've got 1 in front of you, 1 behind you, and Elian kind of with you, but he's got his bow out and has stepped out of combat a little bit.
Feeling the bite on his neck his instant reaction is if they want an animal, he will be an animal as well. And he turns his form, still holding on to the short sword, but the rest of him just bulks up, and his claws grow longer. And he puts a big fire raking claw and then a slash with the sword as well.
Nice.
16 with the sword and 15 with the claws.
Hit. 1 second. Hit.
Yep. And they both take. It takes an extra 2d6 worth of fire damage. It takes 14 piercing magical damage and then 11 fire damage.
So 14 and then 11.
Yeah. It's all magical, but the 11 is fire.
Yeah, nice. As you go werewolf, there's a look in surprise in his eyes as he fixes on you. But he then returns to normal. You can see you've hurt him. He has regenerated a little bit, but nowhere near enough from that bite. He is going to attack you twice. He's just going to try and shred you with claws. A 22 and a 21.
Yep, both hit.
Nice. And take 8 slashing and 10 slashing.
Is it magical?
No, normal.
So I take half because I'm resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing now in this form.
That's annoying. So 4 and 5.
So 9. Yep.
As he focuses in on you, the one in the moonbeam is going to come out of it. Does he take the damage at the start of his turn, Red?
You know what? I need to check that. Where have you gone?
Or at the end? I'll have a look 1 second.
Starts its turn.
Oh, it's if it is. It just says if it starts its turn there.
Yeah, give me some damage again, please. Oh no, they get another save, don't they?
Yep, they have to do the same one, 15 Constitution, so I'll just do
1 second. Dunk. Oh, they both save.
Hey, that's fine. It was rubbish anyway.
They take half damage.
Nice.
They take half damage.
They take 4 radiant damage then.
Well, radiant's annoying, but there we go. Bang.
It's radiant.
Oh, I love this combat tracker in D&D Beyond. Cheers, Watcher, for telling me to use that. It's good. Yeah. They are going to barrel into combat. One is going to go for you, Elian. He is going to claw you. Shunk. Burning and stepping towards you with the bright light burning him from constant stepping in. He brings his hand up at the last second and you get an attackable opportunity on him as he stumbles forward as he can't fixate on you properly, Elian.
Can I use that to shoot him with an arrow? Or
yeah, for sure. You've got like close combat shooting, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah. He's not paying any attention. He's like stumbling through combat because I rolled a 1.
Can I use my reaction? That is a reaction. Never mind. I think I missed. That's a 10.
Yeah. Spotting his mistake too late, and the arrow just curves next to him. But that's his turn done.
11, but I think that's
Yeah, still a miss, mate.
Good enough either. Yeah.
So done, dead. Bronwyn.
Right, the one that was on the wall's been cut to shreds, hasn't it? The one that I went for last time.
Record time.
Yeah. So she's going to turn her focus to the one that was like on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because that is unnatural and shouldn't be allowed. That needs to be stopped. And she's going to do ensnaring strike. So when, assuming she hits it, you need to make a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines.
Cool. Yeah, give me a roll to hit, please.
Honk. 29.
Oh, bloody hell.
I think that would have got him.
And a strength, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
against DC 14.
I got a 9. I'm going to give it to you. It's a cool ability.
Cool.
Yeah.
So he takes... hang on, plus Mr.
This is Roofy.
Mr. Roof.
12 piercing right now, and then at the start of each turn, he has to do 1d6 for the vines.
Oh, cool. Yeah. You see, it's the amber moves and wiggles, and that's what gets him as he's running around.
Nice.
Nice. Is that a full action to do that, or can you shoot again?
Yeah, no, because the spell would be one and the one shot. So it's
Cool. Nice. Yeah. So as you
1d6
pull back
at the start of his turn,
you see the arrow change shape in air and spirals towards him, and as it does, it kind of explodes on impact, but not with light. And it kind of, you see part of the amber in the roof above start to coil round him and hold him in place. Elian.
Am I in? Can I get away from melee combat at this point?
He'll get an attackable opportunity on you.
I'm not down with giving vampires free attacks. How badly injured is the one that Hunter is glory stabbing?
Reasonably.
I will. I will shoot the one that's just attacked me.
Yep. He doesn't get an attackable opportunity, does he? With your feet? No. Okay.
No.
Nice. Yeah, give me a roll to hit, please.
What is... I'm going to use my reaction to gain advantage. 21, 22.
Yeah, that's a hit. Give me some damage.
11 points of magical piercing damage.
Nice.
Actually, and I will use... Where are you? I will use Distracting Strike, because I have hit him with a weapon attack. So I will expend a superiority dice. Hello, could you please fold that bit in D&D Beyond? Thank you. Add the total to the damage roll.
What does it do?
The next... That does not do what I think it did. Yep, never mind. I'll just do it. 11 points of piercing magical damage. Sorry, that wasn't what I thought it was.
You're fine. So as he stumbles into combat with you, he regains his senses as you put a near miss, and then your second one, you've got a bit more time. Not expecting you to be shooting into close combat. As you take a second and really quickly, out of nowhere, just hip shot your bow into him. It takes him in the shoulder as he takes half a step back. As he pulls the arrow out and drops it to the floor. He's hurt, but you can see the wounds on him are closing up. As he smiles at you. Jakul. The combat on the floor, although Hunter and Elian are doing well at the moment, you can see that soon they are going to be engulfed. And if one of these vampires can get on their back and start draining them or anything along those lines, you know it's going to be extremely challenging to get them off.
Okay. I'm going to... How far is everything away? It's quite a big room, isn't it?
You're coming down this big staircase to the north. Mm-hmm. In the middle of the room, all these broken crates, and out of them have jumped this array of scantily dressed vampires, and some more in rags, but most of them quite scantily dressed. You've seen one of them was running around the wall to get to you, get chopped down after being blasted by you and Bronwyn. One running along the roof, upside down, as Bronwyn shoots an arrow that sticks him to the roof. But in the centre, 4 of the vampires are now closed in on Elian and Hunter. Hunter has turned into this kind of lycanthrope hybrid kind of were creature. But even so, you're not sure how much of the full assault that he'd be able to take.
Okay. Can I get within about 30 foot of those 4 in the middle?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to rush down then, kind of with weapon out and but like kind of my shield hand like on my mirror, and I'm going to mutter a prayer to Soon, asking for protection against these things and to get them the hell away from me. And I'm going to channel divinity, turn undead.
Nice. Which one?
So it should be anything within, they can see or hear me within 30 feet. So if I can get within 30 feet of those 4.
Jeez.
And then so they all have to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. If it fails, it's turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. And then when they're turned, they have to run away from me. Their full turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please be good. Oh, you get 3 of them. Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, nice. What you're just saying, one of the Unearthed Arcana classes lets one of the classes turn demons. Holy crap.
Oh, that'd be cool.
As you get in, those looking towards Jakul, he looks magnificent, like properly backlit by Constance with a sword of flame out as he steps into this breach in between, the spirit of an hawk behind him as he stands tall and proud as this silver dragonborn, and the symbol comes out as all 4 of the creatures look towards you, and one of them is quick enough to see what you're doing and quickly hides his eyes as you let out your "soon protect me," and they all turn and flee in terror, running like rats in different directions to try and escape your gaze.
Nice.
Yay!
You can get attackable opportunities because you're in combat with them if you want to swing at them. That would be Hunter and Elian.
I'll probably swing at the one that I'm fighting out of instinct.
Yep.
So I'll probably try and rake it with a flamey claw. 27 to hit.
Wow.
8 magic slashing, followed by 5 fire damage.
Enough, god damn it. Yeah. As he turns and starts running, just rake across his back as the damage from the claws wasn't quite enough as he stumbles for a few steps, and then you see the flame ripping across his back, and he's trying to put it out, and he stumbles and falls forwards onto his face. Where were we? Jakul's been. This one gets another saving throw. Let's see. Bonk. Is it a wisdom save every turn?
No, it's a one-off, I think, and then they run until they take damage.
Okay. Oh man, he just runs then. Red.
No, you said there's one that hasn't run away.
There's one in combat and one further back in the room which hasn't entered combat yet.
Okay.
The woman with the pigtails and the fur.
So
pigtails,
Red's going
braids.
to use her action to move the moonbeam over her.
She gets a constitution save, is it?
Yeah, 15, please, or higher.
Lower is better.
Easy,
Definitely
18, like a boss.
Never
Takes
mind
half
then.
damage.
Yeah, she takes half damage still.
Half
She takes half.
damage.
Adam, I'm going to use cutting words on that because I can if she makes a save.
Yeah.
Great.
Elian will just look up as the light shines on her and just shout, "Burn, bitch, burn!"
I'm doing rubbish damage throws.
No, I like this damage rolls. It's good. So how much does
It's not enough.
It's only 3.
Yeah, she's fine, but it's radiant.
3 radiant, so I guess it would be 4.
Yeah. I'm just reading the chat and it's wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, you move the beam, and what action is that? A reaction to do that?
It's pardon?
What does it
Bonus
take to
action
move it? A bonus. Okay, so you got your main action still.
No, that was an action.
What was it?
To move it is an action.
Oh, what was a bonus?
No, if I just double check, I'm pretty sure it
1
says
second.
use an action to move it. Yeah, because it's maintaining the spell.
Oh, okay.
It's concentration.
A bit. Okay. That's not great, is it? It's all right. Right, where were we? Sorry. Red. Ah, it's me.
Healing Vamp needs to take its piercing damage.
Yeah, he's not been yet. Bear with me 2
Okay.
seconds. East. Someone roll a d6 for me. We'll do it by chance. If they can. 5 or 6 is good for me.
Like,
Got a 4.
Okay, not so good. You see, Casimir reach out, lays his hand. And then he seems to completely freeze for a second. Any who are watching him, there's no movement in his body at all. And then tears his hand away. And then looks over to the southmost one and starts moving towards that.
All 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
All 4.
All 5 of them, sorry.
5 of them.
You see the vampire with the braids and the fur. She makes a break for it. She runs. Give me some more moonbeam damage, please. Let's see if she shoves with a constitution. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. She does. But she takes 5 plus radiant.
Yep.
And she, seeing the opening in the rock face behind her, from the, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. It's an unnatural opening. She runs out of the room that way.
Can we see the map bit of that?
Yeah, of course. Sorry. Zhunk. Yeah.
It's very exciting when we get to see a new section of the map.
There you go. See where it is?
Yeah.
Yep.
is it loads? There.
So she starts running towards this sort of unnatural opening. She's not sticking around.
Has she gone through it yet?
Move in. Yes, she would have. She just sprints for it. Vampiric, and
She's
starts
still
crawling through. She's in it. She's not through it. You can sort of see the back of her. The gentleman at the top is going to try and break free. Give me a d6 damage on the guy at the top, stuck to the ceiling, please. Then, did you say it was a strength roll, Catherine?
Hang on. Let me find it. Yeah, because she can. While restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch it can make a strength check against the spell save.
15?
On a success, 14. On a success, it's free.
He claws his way free and continues making his way.
But would have taken 4 points of damage before he did that. Because it's at the start of his turn.
Yeah. Sorry, Bronwyn, I still haven't put your art up. I'm such an idiot.
I'm still anonymous.
You can see he's not making his way towards combat, though. He's making his way out, but along the roof and then up. So he's coming around you guys and it's upside down. And then, so if you imagine the stairs wind their way down, he can then pop out and then up the stairs, halfway up them.
Oh. Cheeky boy.
Snooky. Constance, it's your turn.
How close together are the remaining vamps?
They're not.
The ones who legged it?
Two ran south and one ran west. And one is on the ceiling going towards the stairs and will be up and out next turn. And one went out the bottom through the unnatural exit.
Okay, so the two that are closest together are the two that have gone
south.
Okay.
There's still one in combat with Hunter in the middle.
Okay, I'll run towards the one that's on Hunter then, seeing as he's in combat.
Yep.
And attack him if I can reach him.
How many vampires were there to start?
6. There's 6 in total. One got deaded.
Three ran away from me, or one of them died instantly, and then 2 are running.
Yeah, I've killed
one of them.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
One of them's running towards.
Oh, no, the one.
Gap.
Yeah, sorry. No, you're right. There's one ran south, one ran west. The one that was running south, you killed, Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
And then I thought one was running into the gap in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I killed one.
That is south.
Constance killed one, and then one's gone south, one's gone into the wall, one's above us, one's still in the middle, one I'm going to fight.
Okay. Cool.
I will try to run towards the one that's gone west then, because it's still in the room, isn't it? There's not really anywhere for it to hide. And I'll lift the sword up as I'm running so that it sort of
add an extra.
casts more light.
Yeah, you add more to it. I'll give you one attack
it's a
on him.
bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get both your attacks, but I'll give you one on him.
Okay, so it's now got a 20-foot radius, and...
Jeez.
I need to click on that.
This guy.
No, the other one. No.
Oh, sorry, I keep pausing up the computer.
You're right.
11.
13.
13, not good.
Not enough.
No, I've added onto it now.
No, I'll give you. Oh, sorry, I'll give you advantage. He's not defending himself.
Roll again.
He's running in terror, just running.
Ooh, it's 24 on that one.
Yeah, give me some damage.
7 radiant.
9
radiant.
9
yours
radiant.
D8.
Plus an extra D8, which is 7. So that is 16 radiant damage altogether.
You can see he's already, or she's already heavily burnt in places from the moonbeam. From 2 rounds of getting blasted by that. And then you stepping in does not look particularly fresh. You guys just wrecking these. Hunter, your turn.
I am going to chase down the one that is trying to get through that gap.
Yeah.
I am going to use one of my attack actions to grapple it. So I'm going to try and grab them. It is
What's your move speed?
My move speed is 45.
Nice. Yeah, you'd make it. You got one action, one attack, we'll say.
So I can do a grapple, which is a strength contest. So I've got to roll an athletics. You can either roll an athletics or acrobatics, but I have advantage when I'm in this form of my strength checks.
Nice. I'm just going to do straight strength.
22, and that's without me rolling for advantage.
There would be a 1. Yeah.
As your reroll on that?
You can use your reroll on that.
No, I'm saving
you've
my.
got advantage.
There are bigger fish for my rerolls, thank you.
Literally, with his clawed hand, just grabs her by the shoulder and just pulls her straight back.
You get her by the braids.
Yeah,
because she's got the braided hair. Just whoosh.
Yeah. And now she is got her speed is reduced to 0. What else?
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant.
Go on.
Was she the one that was heading for the crack?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just ripped out and pulled back into the room, basically, and sprawls the floor. You've still got hold of her. That'll be your turn, though?
Yeah.
Nice, good turn. Oh, bloody grapple.
I could use a bonus action to hit her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll try and...
Oh, yeah, because you got your offhand, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that.
25. 5 slashing with 6 fire.
Okay. 5 slashing and 6 fire.
Yeah. Magic slashing as well.
Yeah, that's hurting. How much? Bear with me, sorry.
She'll no longer be under the effect of...
Oh, she never was. She was the one who saved. She wasn't in it, sorry.
Oh.
Jeez. Constance, the one near you, as you're next to with the sword, and as you're holding it high, its eyes fix on you, and you can see a look of terror in them. But the look soon passes as you see the eyes start to bubble, and you see them both as the water starts to run down her face as she just falls over backwards onto the floor, as you see blisters starting to erupt over her skin and open in sores and then just freely bleeding. But the blood doesn't last long outside of her body as it starts to instantly sizzle as soon as the light comes in contact with it.
Grim.
Oh.
Vampires plus sunlight. Who would have thought taking 20 damage a round would end quite badly quite quickly?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Right. Is gone. Thank you. Elian, there is one on you in the middle of the room, though. Oh no, that one ran. He's run to the south.
Yeah, Jakul saved my bacon.
For your own safety, your own sanity.
Yeah,
Bronwyn.
One on the ceiling.
So there's one at the ceiling, which is going to make it out of the room to the north next turn. He's very close to you. He was the guy who flexed his neck at the back, well dressed, mini Strahd, we'll call him. There's one who's been torn back in at the bottom, and there's one who is still like clawing at the wall, trying to get out to the south.
If I run back up the steps, can I cut off the one who's trying to head out that way?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It would make it a very hard shot this round to hit him. But no, you can shoot him first, then run if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the one that her mark's on anyway, so she'd just be focused on that one. So just like one shot and one move.
Yeah, no, happy with that for sure.
Cool.
No, you can do 2 shots. You can do 2 shots for sure.
Okay, so 24 and 22.
Oof. Wow, is that max damage?
And an extra
Nice.
d6 because of my mark. So that's 26 damage. Guessing.
Holy crap.
So maximum damage on both of those rolls.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. You
I'm
should
a
use.
vampire hunter.
You should use that power shot thing where you take negatives to just blast them. Right.
I keep forgetting I've got that here.
As you take aim and quickly put 2, and as you're doing it, you're already running up the stairs. He takes both shots well. It doesn't seem to be doing extra damage to him, but he's coming up. Yeah. And Bronwyn's been. Elian, your turn. So one on the roof, one which Hunter has pulled back by the hair and now has by the throat and is just laying into, and one clawing at the wall to the south.
So I think 2 of those 3 are not an immediate concern. So almost kind of consideringly, Elian will step away from the brawl developing around Hunter, and he will eye the vampire on the ceiling consideringly, and then kind of carefully aim where it's making contact with the ceiling, and then loose an arrow into one of its hands or something like that. I'll use my reaction to give me advantage.
Yeah.
How tall is the ceiling?
They're 30 foot up. Yeah. You can get underneath him. Like when you've got a fly in your room.
No, to be clear, I am not underneath him. I'll tell you why if I actually hit them.
You can juggle the sword.
Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
How are you doing this? Roll 20. How are we doing crits, Adam? I think this might be my first.
So maximum damage on the first dice. You don't roll the first dice and then just roll the second one.
So you get 10 from your first dice because it's D8 plus 2, and then you get an extra D8 being the 4 that it's rolled. So you would get 14 points of damage.
40, yeah. Plus the magic weapon bonus, so 15 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Can he make a strength saving throw?
Yes, of course.
I'd prefer it if he failed. That'd be nice. So
no, 19. Actually, you did a crit on him. I'll give him disadvantage. So that's an 11.
So up to you how you interpret this, but I'm using tripping attack to knock him prone.
I was ready for him, damn it. I've run up the stairs.
Which
you'll have a better vantage point to shoot him from up there.
The damage as well. It's D8.
Those D20s are awesome.
Yeah. That's another 1 point of damage on top from the precision dice, Adam.
Okay. Yeah, you see him running on the ceiling. Bronwyn, and then starts running up the stairs, and you can see drawing bow pointing down the stairs ready for him. As you take your time, breathe deeply, the hawks spiraling round you, and as you release the arrow, you see them kind of going in with the arrow as you truly focus the power coming from Red's aura. You catch him in the hand just as he's about to put it down to stick, and he's already brought his other hand up, trying to move quickly, sprinting almost along the roof, trying to get out. And then in the kerfuffle, he's lifted one of his feet, and then he's only got one on, and for a second that holds him as he dangles for a moment, but then it gives and he tumbles to the floor. Let me do a dex and see how well he takes it like a boss. Oh, he recovers well. Spins in the air and lands with cat-like grace as he then smiles at you, and his fangs again extend out of his face, out of his mouth.
Stay put.
Is he within 20 foot of me?
No, you were right over to the side, sorry.
And then I'll use my movement action to move away from him. Probably into the aura of sunlight. That seems like a lovely place to be right now.
Yeah. Let me just stand next to Constance.
I liked Constance before, but now she's just got that extra special something.
Yeah.
It's like there's this glow around her.
Jakul. You can,
I guess that guy just landed next to me.
yeah, in front of you, pretty much. He don't look fresh.
But I'll just like the shock of it suddenly that landing in front. I'm just going to kind of whack down with my axe in kind of surprise.
Yep. Give me an attack, please. Have you only got one attack per round on cleric still?
Yes, I do. Oh, it's a critical though.
What the hell is this game? This game is just dreadful.
Are you using one-handed or two-handed, Jackal?
One-handed. I do still have my shield.
So that's an 8 plus 3.
Plus 3. No, 8.
And then the 6.
Yeah. 11 plus 6. So that's 17 points of damage. It is a magical anti-axe.
He does not look well, as he's surprised by how quickly Elian reacts and starts running over to Constance, and as he does, he immediately averts his gaze, and as he does and puts it back up, there's already an axe swinging in which digs deep into his neck as he takes half a step to the side, and blood is freely from his hand, from his chest. You can see there's 2 arrows in him. There's another arrow stuck in him, and now an axe in his neck, and he's kind of, yeah, he doesn't look pretty right now.
He's not a sexy vampire anymore.
You're
not a sexy dragon.
Running into a wall still. Red. There's a vampire which looks on death's door near you. There's one to the south clawing into a wall, and there's one which Hunter has got by the hair and is pinned into the floor.
I'm going to move the moonbeam over to the one that's trying to get through the wall.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, just have Hunter hold the creature in.
Won't Hunter take damage from that as well, though?
No, the one that's trying to get through the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The running one.
Yeah, the one trying to get through the wall. So
it's going to fail. It's save. It's not aware of what's going on.
Okay, so that's 12 radiant damage then.
Nice.
It's no longer running in fear for its next turn.
But it's not in fear anymore. It
starts its next turn in the moonbeam.
Yep.
72. And that's radiant, isn't it? Ugh. You can see that one had taken some damage already, and those. No, it was radiant, so we'll say no. Ouch. Yeah. That one, as it breaks the fear, as it looks round and kind of looks at you, it has the look of someone saying, "Not you again," as it's now been stuck in that moonbeam, I think, for 4 rounds.
It's so great that you can just move it around.
You're doing like an orchestral dance.
You know what you are? You are the sunrise ship chasing Squee. just stay in the light, Squee.
Please
just
touch me.
Right, Squee.
Right. Can we're there. We've done that one. You've missed your turn. That's your turn again. Can someone roll me a d6? 1, 2, or 3 is bad. 4, 5, 6 is good.
I did it last time, so I went out to it.
3.
No.
Which way did I say that was? 1, 2, or 3 was bad.
Yeah, 1, 2,
You said
3 is
bad.
Yes. Bad for you, good for me. Excellent.
I think there's a little bit of editing going on there.
It's like when you get the magic tricks and they've totally loaded it, so it doesn't matter which one you choose. Oh, you choose this one to get rid of it.
On a 1, 2, or 3, I win. On a 4, 5, or 6, you lose.
Yeah. Bad for someone.
You see Casimir run over near Red's moonbeam and touch the sarcophagi in the south of the room as he lays his hand on it. And again, he seems to freeze for a second. But this time, he doesn't let go. You can see all 5 versions of him are all touching it. That's very true from Dish Pickle. If Hunter is perceptive, would he be a werewolf?
Oh.
That's terrible.
I'm actually quite perceptive, actually. At 8 on perception.
Right, this time my vampire does get a save. Constitution, wasn't it? Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 20. Nice.
Well,
Give me some
see.
damage. It's taken half damage.
The damage. That was 18, so...
Bloody hell. So the closest person is Hunter on the back of the friend. The one which was in the south, Hunter. The moonbeam goes on. Eyes fix on you.
Wouldn't Casimir be the closest?
He's right next to him on the sarcophagus. All 5 of
Exit. No, she's going for the exit. She's running.
Okay.
Yeah. She's just going to sprint for it. She's going to sprint for the door. She's just going to run past you if you want an attackable opportunity. She's fleeing in terror.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Maybe.
He is an animal. Like, he's in animal form. He'll lash out
Yeah.
with his claws.
Business.
Critting.
Oh, wow.
This game.
We are fire.
That will
today.
be 10 damage, 15 magical slashing, and then another d6. Do I get 2 dice with my extra one?
Yeah.
So that'd be 8 points of fire damage on top of that 15 magical slashing.
Okay. Brilliant. Right. Here's what happens. She's running. She thinks she sees an opening with you holding her friend to the floor. And as she tries to run past, because you're in a werewolf, you see her out the corner of your eye as she's running past. And your hand just juts out and you get her by the throat. And you literally just pin her against the amber wall. But as you do, and you push her with force, because the walls in here are coming out and pushing with amber, you see the amber erupting from her chest and her leg as you literally pin her, like gladiator style, to a spiked wall. As her eyes go from the look of someone who's just about to escape and that joy to shock and terror as she can't believe what's happened, as she tries in vain to bite out at your hand, as you just fix on her and you feel the life slowly drip from her as her head sags to the side.
Is that 6 of 6?
No, there's still one. The one
There's
that I've got
still-
pinned.
one on the floor.
The one that I axed, he's still alive as well.
Yeah, the axed
Yeah.
one's
Yeah,
still
Axie-
going. Just
I've got 2.
Right. The one that you're fighting is just going to go full out for you. Going to attack and then bite.
Yep.
If it gets a hit. Uh, 23.
Yeah, 23 hits.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Just
so that-
slashing.
Oh.
And she gets hold of you now. And as you're kind of now grasping each other and grappling with each other and the fight, neither of you wanting to break out of each other's grasp.
Am I taking 4 or 5 from that 9?
Or you round down.
Round down 4. Yep.
And then she's going to try and bite in.
Fighting words.
Misses with a 17.
Ooh. That would have been nice.
Werewolf
damage.
form.
Yeah. As she tries to latch her fangs onto you, but your skin's toughened and your fur has grown thicker around your neck, as has the muscles around it, and she just can't get onto you now. Yeah.
I'm a sandy boy.
Yeah. Do you remember Lift, bro? That is me. I think I'm done, aren't I? Yeah.
There's the one on the floor against me. Did he have his turn yet?
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, he's on 9 hit points. Right, he's going to attack you in close combat. Shabonk. What is your AC, please, Matt?
17.
Oh, look at that. 17 on the money.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Cutting words.
Oh, cutting words.
Elian will just snap his head round and shout, weak arm, daylight comes for you. And I'll reduce his attack roll by D8.
Whatever you roll, it's enough.
Second attack with claws is a miss as well. As the first attack comes in, you flinch, Jackal, as it's coming for your face, as this creature just lunges at you. Not my face! But then the cutting words come from Elian as the creature, you just see the eyes lose focus on you for just half a second as they blink to the side. And seeing the sunlight, you see terror on this creature's face as its mortality. The creature has lived for who knows how many years, but seeing all of the others die is enough to rock it, and it pulls back at the last second, and then the second is just a wild swing, and it just gleams off your armor harmlessly. Doesn't scratch it, doesn't dent it, just gleams off it. Well,
I can still wear it.
Okay. Yeah, naked.
No.
Constance.
Yes.
There is.
Go ahead.
Hey, Taylor Sue Wolves. You've got one on Jackal, which doesn't look very fresh at all, and one embrace with Hunter, and they're kind of rolling around a bit on top of each other. 1 second the vampire's on top of Hunter, then Hunter's pinning it back, and it's a proper to and fro.
I'm going to walk between the two of them and put some effort into making the sword as bright as possible.
Yeah, you're going to proper... Yeah, I'll let you catch both. Power of Greyskull it.
Yay!
And that's, I'll defer my turn.
Yeah. As you take a second, you stand in the middle. It's like a hurricane in your brain, in your mind now, threatening to overtake you as you almost embrace it, to push it harder. How bright can this thing burn? How much anger and rage, the need for vengeance and revenge on whatever has been done to you in your personal life. The thought of getting back at those who have hurt you when you were young fills your mind as you close your eyes and focus for a second, as you open your eyes again, and the brightness coming out of the sword is incredible. This true sunlight fills the room almost from wall to wall, from floor to ceiling. All you can hear in the room now is not the sound of combat or for people shouting things. It is just this rush, almost this torrent of water, as if you were next to Niagara Falls, just exploding through you now. You see both the vampires try their best to put their hands in front of their eyes to get away from the light. But neither can. The one fighting you, Jackal, from behind this huge bright light, you can see through the creature almost as if it was being x-rayed to its bones, as you see its skin starting to bubble and it's blistering and bleeding freely as it stumbles forwards and then to the side, but doesn't stop the bubbling and bleeding as it continues. The one with you, Hunter, is still standing, or still fighting with you, but looks horrendous as you're fighting it. There's a look of pure terror and fear on its eyes and face as it's bleeding from the eyes, the ears, the mouth, the nose, but the blood doesn't last long in the sunlight and immediately kind of gets burnt off, leaving this weird red stain on its cheeks. There's one left standing, and it's your turn, Hunter.
I am going to claw it twice, and then on my third attack is push it back into the wall and try and slam it into the amber.
Nice. Yeah.
So it will take 2 unarmed clawy boys, 21 and 27.
Yeah.
That is 17 slashing damage. That is magical. plus 7 points of fire damage. And I'm going to make a strength check to shove it against the wall.
I thought you were going to win this fight.
Amber.
I didn't think it was going to be a complete freaking cakewalk of a fight. He's wrecked these.
They're vampires, dude. It's one of those knife edge fight things. We're working quite hard to do this.
Yeah, we're very much against the vampires as well.
Yeah.
I don't think any one of us has lost a single hit point.
Shut
Hunter. I bit Hunter a little bit.
He got bitten.
Yeah.
But that was
That's
it.
mostly temporary, right?
Hunter's been beaten up.
Yeah. 2 slashes. Poof, poof. She's dead by the time you then pick up and just throw into the amber, and she just slides onto one of the sort of amber prongs. No, what would be the word I'm looking for? Tentacle type things? No.
Yes.
Stalagmites type things coming off the wall. Yeah.
Should be that.
Yeah, that's right.
Constance. The combat ends. Those in the room, it is like being out on an incredibly sunny, bright day, but it is still oddly cold in the room, but you're in full brightness now. As you look to the southmost sarcophagi, and you can see 5 versions of Casimir touching it. What do you do?
I suggest we stand away from him.
If we're right in our supposition that the reason he killed his horse is to accept the bargain that Strahd took, we need to be ready.
Yeah, but he will maybe want us to kill him if that is the real bargain. I guess kind of inch a bit closer towards the center of the room, but keeping distance, weapons ready. Keeping an eye on him. I mean, yeah, we know from Elian touching the previous one that time kind of flows a bit differently when you're holding it, so he's probably already made a little deal or whatever.
Yeah.
Why doesn't someone join the conversation as Hunter walks towards the south one that Casimir's got his hand on and goes to put it on it?
Be careful.
And just slams his hand onto the amber that Casimir's got and joins in the conversation.
Jeez. Nice.
How I have fade away, which is in battle. It's basically you can be invisible for a turn. If we're not in battle, how long?
No, you can use that to be invisible for a turn. Yeah.
It's like 6 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Okay, that's not worth it for 6 seconds.
Adam.
She wants to get.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, Catherine. I didn't mean to go across you there.
That's what I was going to say. She wants to basically get round behind Casimir, but I don't think it needs to be invisible if he's.
Hey, cool.
There's no need for.
Yeah. What were you saying, Matt?
Elian is going to cast to detect thoughts.
Nice.
He doesn't want to touch that sarcophagus, but he does want to know what's happening.
Right. As you touch it, for a second, Hunter, it's like you're joining in a conversation, but it's a conversation which is like really fast, and you can't take it in or absorb it. And as you stop for a second and look round, you can feel it far too slow for you to move your head round. And as time starts to creak to a stop, and you find yourself stuck, just staring at a spot on the floor, as even moving your eyes as fast as you can is taking moments. And then the conversation starts to slow down as well, and becomes more understandable. You can hear the voice of Casimir. And you can hear another voice as well. At first, it sounds feminine, deep, loving, a voice that cares, a motherly voice, a voice which at first fills you with warmth and compassion, but then it very quickly passes. Casimir, I will make the bargain with you. But understand this. I am not some mortal to be played with. I am not some shell that you will take. My life is my own. Oh, of course, yes. Your mortal life is your own. And it will stay that way. I only want what is best for you, for what you want. The times for my needs have passed. Now I look out for others. Like you, Casimir. Like your sister. Bring me to her. And we'll bring her back. It will be like the old time. You hear the voice of Casimir again. You don't tell me what to do. I am in charge of my own destiny, my own life. You understand that? This, whatever this is, this pact, this deal, it exists because I say so, not you. You understand? Oh, I understand perfectly. Let me be an instrument for you to use, Casimir. Let me be like your right hand. Let me be like your arcane powers when you trained when you were young. You feel being watched in this room, Hunter. You feel that they are aware as you are aware of them. Does another seek my powers? Another seek my aid? Another child want to see a loved one?
I don't have any loved ones, so I don't need your bargain. I just want to hear his bargain.
Can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah, is this a oh no, that's for tracking, isn't it? Let me double check this.
No, it's not a tracking.
No, I'm just making sure it is.
Elian, with your detect forwards up, it is near impossible to understand what is being said or what thoughts are going on because it is happening so fast.
Okay.
The conversation. You're hearing this conversation sped up like 100 times.
In which case, Elian will just focus on picking out which one is the real Casimir, which one has the thoughts about it, and keep half an eye on what's going on with Hunter.
Okay. And back to you, sorry, Hunter.
Oh, I rolled a 6 on a wisdom save.
But there is someone from your past. Someone lost. Someone who was part of? No. Someone you were part of. I can bring him back. You could learn who you are from him. Don't you want to know more? Gabriel? The stories he could tell you. The past you could unlock.
What is the price?
It is nothing of consequence. It is so small, so slight. Your enjoyment seeing the passion of you reliving this, you learning from this. It's all I ask.
I already have a mother, and she is far more powerful than you.
And why did she not bring him back?
Because she doesn't want him back.
No.
She wants me. She wants me to be the better.
But you could learn from him. You could understand who you are. Or do you just want to be a shell of a man?
Hunter will just smile. I'm not a man.
But you could be.
I'm better than man and better than wolf.
You are neither.
It makes me better than both.
You are a man without a past or memories. You have nothing to fight for, nothing to live for. Do you even remember her face? The reason you do all of this. Just ask. And I can help you. I can be like a true mother, a loving mother, a caring mother. There are no deals, no consequence. I don't want you to do anything for me but be happy. Now, do you accept this? Do you want to know who you are, why you are, what you are? Or do you just want to be Hunter? Not wolf, not man, not anything really. What do you do when you do your mother's bidding? Once you are done with it, why live? But he can explain, share the memories of who you are and who you could be. Just ask.
From my understanding, there is always a price. Casimir told me so. The others have told me so. So what is your price? And don't tell me joy, because you are locked in a box of amber that I've now put 2 vampires into.
No, that wasn't me. There are other powers here. Ones who have not learned from time, but I have. My dark ways are done. Just want to help you bring him back. The cost to you is none. Or tiny. Until you complete your task and bring him back to life. And then afterwards, I promise, you will not know I was ever with you.
Hannah will try and remove his hand from the block.
And try and pull it back?
Yep.
Yep. Give me a will.
Two.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Don't leave. Do you not want to know who you are?
I don't want him returned. I want to be complete, to be whole. I feel like I am half a soul.
You can help. This mother you speak of can't. She just wants to use you.
With that, when she says that, he will try and remove his hand again.
Yeah. This time, as you try to remove your hand, you hear this deep, dark, reassuring voice from your subconscious. This voice that you spent years with training and building. The person you call Mother, Night Mother, fills your ears, and you just withdraw your hand. There's no anger in her voice. Well done. And it leaves.
He will ask her how to, if she knows how to destroy this thing.
You don't get any reply.
Okay.
Hunter, are you alright?
I do not know what the price is that Casimir is offered. But that thing is powerful and offers your
Soon
full-
after, Casimir takes his hand off and you see him turn round. You see he's lost concentration and the mirror images around him all get sucked back into him. You're pretty sure you had the right one, Elian. And he turns to face you.
He's made his bargain. I can tell you all that.
Do you know what the price was, Hunter?
No.
Casimir?
You can see the life. He looks old now. You know, the look, Casimir didn't look young even for a dusk elf. He looked gaunt in the face with high cheekbones. But he had bright, piercing eyes that made up for it. He looked maybe in his late 40s, but he looked like someone who was underweight, with the skin close on his face. And now you look at him, he looks like his body fat is kind of 2%. And his thin skin now, you can almost see through it in places as it clings tightly to his face. He looks incredibly, you can see the colour changing and he's becoming paler. His eyes no longer have the sparkle that they did. And as he lifts a hand up and kind of half staggers, he knocks his hood back. And you can see his hair has heavily thinned and is straggly hanging down. And as he runs a hand through it, you can see his hand now with age-marked spots. And his fingers look almost skeletal as there's next to no fat left on his frame.
Does he look like a walking corpse?
Casimir.
Yes. His voice
What did that thing
hoarse.
take from you?
It's temporary. I have it under control.
You look like you're about to collapse.
I do not need it in me for long. Deep within my mind, I locked, tricking it into thinking that my sister was in Ravenloft. Fuck Fuck you, power. She's fucking here. As he opens his hand, and you can see he's got a finger in his hand. A deal is a deal, demon. Whatever the fuck you are. And you can see him focusing and forcing onto it as he stands and is just like staring at his clenched fist round a skeletal finger which he's had in it, as he starts to laugh like an absolute fucking maniac. You think you make a deal with me? Fuck you. A deal is a deal. He looks fucking insane as his ancient eyes are darting around the room from corner to corner. Not so smart now, are you? Mother, fuck you. Do it! And blackness in the amber erupts, and he's engulfed in shadow, and anyone near him is engulfed in the shadow as well. You can't see through it, you can't see in it. His manic laughter of Casimir echoing out in this room. A couple of moments pass, and the shadow withdraws and gets sucked back in.
Back into Casimir?
No, back into the amber.
Okay.
Sorry, good question. No, back into the camber.
There's still 5 Casimirs.
No, one Casimir.
Okay.
You can see Casimir looks young again, or in his 40s at least. And he's got a smile on his face. And stepping out from beside him is this dusk elf woman who is classically elegant. Where Casimir's features are hard and his cheeks high, hers are pronounced but rounded. Where Casimir's eyes are blue and overly striking, hers have got a softer edge. Where Casimir's hair is slightly unkept and he's not looked after it, hers not so much, as it falls down over her form. She's quite slight, but you can tell she's going to be powerful. Her frame is not withered, and you can see that she's looked after herself. She has the sort of physique of a gymnast kind of body to her. Casimir, where am I? Oh, do you see him stop for a second? His head falls down as she asks again, Casimir? Casimir? As he looks up, and there is a genuine smile across his face as his eyes meet hers, and you can see tears rolling down his face. It's a price I will gladly pay. For once more you are back. Oh, Casimir. As she runs over and hugs him. What do you do?
What was the price, Hunter?
I think his joy in his life was the thing that she offered me to carry her for a bit. I guess he accepted to carry a part of it until he found his sister that he had on him all along. Do I have that right, Casimir?
You don't think he's heard you?
Yeah.
This is a massive embrace as he's just hugging her close. You can see she's shaking with the cold has just hit her. He takes his cloak off and wraps it round her naked form. And you see he reaches up and takes off one of his rings, and as if getting punched in the face, he staggers back as the heat here hits him, and he just... Petrov finger. And and slips this ring onto her finger. And instantly you see her stop trembling and shaking. Oh, Casimir, where am I? We will leave this place now. I have a lot to explain. Now. Your bargain to me is complete.
So it seems.
Thank you.
I guess we want to not go back the way we came. Just in case the Lich forgets who we are.
Point.
The vampires were trying to escape through there, and he would point through the exit that has the two vampires pinned against the amber.
I can scout ahead.
What was the price, Casimir?
He points over to the one east of the room. The sarcophagi there tried to trick me into thinking this was the one I wanted. But I could tell it was only offering me immortality. I believe that could be how that mage became that lich we saw upstairs. As Hunter will tell you, this one here offered us the power to resurrect if I could touch her once more. I thought it would try to control me over time. So in the deepest parts of my mind, I convinced it that she was still in Ravenloft, which in part is true. But I had part of her with me always. And one must assume, he looks over to the one west, it is that one which made Strahd.
Only this place can be sealed for good.
Everyone give me a perception, please.
Is it smell or sound?
Sight.
23.
23.
Motherfuckers.
Sorry,
I've got three 23s.
And 7.
Go on, Gus.
I'll say 3 23s, an 8 and a 7.
I can do one thing and it's hit things. And sometimes not even then.
Casimir is into ladies' fingers. So as
Biscuit then.
as you see Casimir, those with over 24s and above, ridiculous. As he says Casimir, as Casimir says Strahd, you see his sister, whose name I always forget. 1 second. Petrina. The tiniest of little toes, like so small. She just for half a second, just that little bottom bite lip, and yeah, that's all it is. Just a little.
Great. Well, let's just get out of here.
What's your feelings on Strahd, Petrina?
Don't poke the beast.
Yeah, because Elian has learned that lesson.
Yeah.
Why do we need to know this? Why are we not leaving?
Yes.
We need to leave
Then
now.
what we came here to do.
Yeah, I like Watcher's post. Back to the original point. Viable.
Jackal, I was wounded. Can you do anything? So
Of
I can
course.
keep this form.
I'll walk over to Hunter. Where's my sheet?
Yes.
How badly are you wounded, Hunter?
I'm on 58 out of 84.
Okay, I will.
I think I'm in amber. Or
Then I'm gonna pump in a level 2 cure wounds onto you. 16 health.
thank you very much.
Casimir. Yes, we should leave this place. There may well be treasures within here.
I don't think whatever treasures are in here are worth keeping.
No.
I think we have what we've came for. Have we not?
Do you start making your way through the tunnel the vampire was going?
Yeah. me and
gather up all my arrows and then.
Yep.
I'm still in my beast form because I can hold it for an hour.
Nice. Okay.
I'll go first as kind of like a scouty type of, checking the way's okay ahead.
If any of the vampires are still like corpsed rather than dust, I will probably.
Oh no, the sunlight's got all of them.
Yeah, cool, good.
Okay. Literally, as Casimir is saying, there may be treasures here. Those at the front going in first. You can see the statue of one of the amber statues that you've seen before, and you can see this room. Bear with me.
We just walk into the treasure room or something.
Piles of treasure are heaped against the west and east walls of this stone room. But standing in the middle of it, it's not moving at all, a 10-foot tall statue carved from amber in the likeness of a hawk-headed humanoid stands in the center of the room. The treasure is in huge piles. We are talking tens of thousands of coins. Not all, very little of it is gold.
Silver.
So, I'm going to give you some rough numbers. Pile 1 looks to have maybe roughly 20,000 copper pieces, somewhere in the region of that, in huge mountains of it. You can see large gemstones on it. There are suits of armor here, but from looking at them, you can tell they're rusted beyond use. You can see a beautifully made sarcophagus inlaid with gold. That's the first pile. The second pile has got over 10,000 silver loose, with 5 suits of rusted armor over it. You can see a rapier still in perfect condition, which looks to be made of silver, and the hilt on it is this beautiful pink glass to it. It's a stunning piece.
Look.
As you look at it, though, the eye-catching piece of that is a full Egyptian-style chariot made with gilded gold.
Ooh.
You're probably talking.
Gold, like, they make it from solid gold and then they gild the gold.
Yeah, you're probably talking the best part of 1,000 gold pieces worth of gold on this item.
Cool.
The third pile is EP Electrums, which have Strahd's face stamped on them. 5,000 or 6,000 of those. 70-ish empty bottles. You can see a trunk with some of the finest silk dresses that you've ever seen. Jewelry of exquisite quality worth 250 gold pieces each. You can see 10 pieces of that.
Well, then Hesky would be having a field day right now.
Ceramic painted statues of saints around. The fourth pile, you can see iron ignats. You can see holy symbols from various gods, some that you recognize and some that you don't. Probably a pile of 30 of them. Chalices. There's a gilded skull with red garnets in the eye sockets, which looks expensive, and some rusted weapons. The fifth pile, close to 10,000 silver. You can see some crystal balls, a bronze crown of absolute exquisite value, probably worth the best part of 1,000 gold. A wooden pony horse, some beautifully carved marble vases. The sixth pile is the one that at first looks like gold, but as you have a look at it closer up, those with discerning eyes, Hunter, the gold looks painted on and it looks to be wooded underneath. But you can see the best part, maybe 15, maybe 16,000 copper pieces in these large iron pots overflowing with it. The showpiece here, there's an obsidian scepter with gold inlay on it and around it. None of you have seen anything exquisite as this. This is like a king's scepter. To try and value this would be hard. It is absolute stunning master craftsmanship. You can see some elven rusted helms, some leather-bound tomes. Fuck the guy who wrote this, really. Which are stamped on the front of these leather-bound tomes. Chris Perkins, what were you thinking when you wrote this? Snow Dwarf and the Seven Whites.
No. That's
why is that,
Adam?
Why is
Adam,
that in the treasure room?
Save it for another video. Save it for our ranting video. Okay.
I'm looking forward to that video.
Before anybody touches anything,
There's a golem.
I'm going to put my hand on the ground and just focus on this room because Hunter's seen the golem and wants to see if it comes alive or not and kills people.
How does the golem compare to the one we fought upstairs?
It's very similar.
Size-wise?
It was the same
Right?
size. It is the same. It was the same.
Wasn't it like a jackal head, the other one?
Yeah, apart
Just
from that,
staring at the just staring at this statue, he's going to try and pull the focus in for his crim psychometry. Boom!
Yes.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 22 because I get advantage on it.
Yeah. So you've got at the front of the room is this double amber door, very large, big enough for this guy to go through, and you think it will lead you to the statue room. The amber golem in here. As you search back for a dark part of here.
It's okay if there isn't any.
It's not okay if there isn't any.
Yes, Watcher, I remember the Russian doll golem idea. I remember it well. You find this shouting of voices. The sound that the temple is under attack. That the mages need to be to arms. That they need to defend themselves. The sound of hurry. But they're not sure where it's coming from. You're confused of what's going on. You're not sure who to trust and who not to. A voice inside of your head. Something controlling and commanding you. As one of the mages in this black clothing looks happy to see you. Ah, I'm glad you are here. I do not know where the enemy is or where they come from, but the alarm has been raised. And the next thing you know, your fist has gone through this mage's face. As you withdraw it, as one of the other mages nearby looks in shock towards you and scrambles back and knee-jerk just flings magic at you as it just goes round you. You're trying to fight it, but you know this is wrong deep down. And this powerful voice inside you again as you look to the next one. And then you find yourself back as Hunter in the room.
There's no bodies on the floor, is there?
No.
Was there any treasure around when I
you weren't in this room.
You weren't in this. Okay.
No, you were out on the walls as you kind of marched out through the door.
Right. I got nothing from this room.
Finish him.
Through those doors, they were fighting something, and then they had to fight themselves, and I was one of them.
Fight
and
themselves?
The
Themselves?
mages. Whatever we do, we should close these doors behind us if we go out this way.
At one point, it seems like this was the strongest room in the place. This would be the most difficult room to get to. And something is tunneled between here and whatever's beyond there.
Is it a natural fissure behind us that we've just come through, or is it kind of a...
Yes, natural-ish, but you would know of divine powers that could have done it.
Okay.
It's not hand-dug.
Jackal, why do I have a memory of telling someone that I would bring them silver?
I think you owe someone a little bit of... I can't remember the situation.
We'll scrabble to try and remember who it is.
Yeah, all of you would be aware that this much silver would carry a much greater value in Barovia for fending off werewolves in all of the human places.
This would make such a difference.
Humongous.
If we can bring this back...
That's where I have it from, the Velaki, the Burgermeister.
Yeah. If we can bring him silver to help defend, we did promise.
This is far greater value melted down into arrow and spearheads.
Yeah.
There would literally be thousands of arrows and weapons here. Thousands.
Okay.
The question is, are we in good enough shape to fight another one of those golem?
I don't think this golem is alive, because when I came in the room immediately, it attacked me, and this one has not.
Crack tentacles. Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to go and poke it?
Do you want to whip out that staff of secrets and see if there's any traps here before we start touching things?
Yes, I will do. I won't be able to do it again today if I do.
That's fine.
Anyway. We're getting out of here now.
In which case, Elian will squeeze through the crack, poke the wand out into the room, and just release this whoom.
Yeah.
So it's secrets and traps, right?
Yes, secret doors and traps.
Or at least a secret door and trap.
Nope, secret doors, plural, and traps.
Oh,
plural.
Nice.
Yeah.
We load up as much silver as we can carry.
As long as it's not going to explode on us or, something.
Yeah, that chariot looks reasonably hefty.
And who would be pulling the chariot?
We know.
Goat doesn't just do this.
Goat for the win.
Come on, goat.
Goat riding a chariot with
to go up,
silver.
So, remind me what you just said to everyone, Hunter, from your vision, please.
The fact that I was a mage and I attacked my own brethren in the other room because
no, you don't think you were the mage. You think you were the golem.
Oh, I was the golem.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. This golem,
Amber fist.
This golem punched the mage.
Sorry, I wasn't very clear. Sorry. Retcon. Blah, 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 blah.
I was that golem. I went out that door and I beat up 2 mages. I killed one in one punch.
Let's not upset it then.
Casimir.
Well,
Is the staff ping anything? Traps and secret doors?
No.
No traps. and
But
secret doors.
you were... Sorry. You were the golem, and you attacked the mages. My understanding that they were their guardians.
They were under attack by something, and he went and punched I punched, and I knew it was wrong when I did it.
Tell me everything.
The mages were calling alarm, and I came forward through this door and points out the other side. And then the first mage I saw, I tried not to. I put my fist through his face.
Why, though?
Something was compelling me to.
Could it have been the master of this place? He had turned on his brethren to gain his immortal lichhood.
See Casimir's hand.
Casimir, is this the golem that you have the control amulet for?
Katrina, can I? And he walks over and inside of his cloak pulls out. And focuses on it for a second. No.
Insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and read that as well. Insight. 22.
21.
22 and 21.
The Insight boys are here to
I
say
Do
Yeah,
that.
not believe him.
It's hard to say. You're not sure, but it's very close from both of you. For once I rolled well, and it's very believable. He said no.
Right. All right. Well, if there's no traps, and this silver is definitely going to make a massive difference to people of this place, I think we should load up as much as we can.
Shall I go through first?
Yeah, I'll follow second.
So I suggest either it's going to react to you when you go into the room, or it's going to start reacting when somebody touches one of the piles of treasure. So if it doesn't come for you when you go in the room, if our close combatants want to ring it, and then either we just all start battering an inert golem just in case, or some of the rest of us start taking treasure and see what happens.
Hunter smirks at the fact that, like, just attacking the golem sounds like a smart idea after he got side punched by one.
All right.
Okay, let's try that.
So you make your way in. Who's going in first?
Me, I'm
Constance,
shuffling
then
through.
me.
You being careful, sneaky, or
No.
okay?
Instance, I believe in you.
Sneaky.
Yeah, you.
You're the leader we need.
As you step
Have
in,
bardic inspiration.
and all of these coins. Have you got the sword as light?
Yeah.
The gleam and glitter off all of them is incredible. You've never seen this quantity of coinage. This is a these are mounds of coins and pots of overflowing with copper pieces and silver, and then a chariot. It's just ridiculous. And as you step in, there's an eerie echo in here. As you look up towards the ceiling, and again, you've got the amber kind of cathedral-like dome to this roof. But nothing moves, nothing happens.
It doesn't seem to be moving.
We should all go in then.
Yeah, we all kind of make our way in.
Elian sort of edges around, trying to keep out of range of this thing.
It's quite a big room.
He's not touching any of the treasure. He is making his way towards the pile of treasure that has that rapier that he spied earlier.
Yeah. Yep. You all make your way into the room. Casimir does as well, and he keeps his sister behind him. You can see Casimir is really feeling the cold already. He's shaking.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
he is being affected by the temperature here a great deal.
Casimir, we could go to where the berserkers are, so you can get some better clothing.
I'll take my cloak off and I'll hand it to him and say, for the warmth, this is little use.
There's a look of surprise in him. You owe me nothing. Your bargain is paid.
That it is, but I assume we're all trying to get out of this place together, and it's much colder outside. This is little effect on me.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I'm
kind of
glad.
Takes it off you and wraps you. It's way too big for him. It's like dragging on the floor a bit.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm very happy that you managed to make the bargain without causing more disasters to this place.
No, thank you. There are more powers here.
How much do we reckon we can roughly carry?
We stuff our pockets real full.
Yeah, it depends what you're focusing on.
Hadrim, with all the bags.
Yeah. If you could load up the chariot and get something to pull the chariot, maybe. Make some more trips back here.
We wouldn't be making trips back.
Fill that sarcophagus up with silver.
I'm not even going to open that. Don't even joke.
Yeah, there's stuff here that could help you carry stuff, and the hunters had furs and stuff that you could fasten into bags and stuff like that. I'll go over it in downtime.
Okay. We're trying to get as much silver as we can.
I am not looking at the piles of loot. I am looking that statue directly in the eye, and I am standing directly in front of it, ready to strike, ready to cast Crusader's Mantle if it starts moving even an inch.
Okay.
Shall we try and grab things?
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Are we all just hovering over a pile of coins?
I'm surrounding the golem. One person grab.
I'm going to be on the golem's rear.
On the golem.
Yeah. I will.
May I touch the
Go
silver?
ahead.
I have not seen this much.
You're the fastest, I think, so...
Yes. No.
Go ahead.
Smallest, not the fastest. Yep. Reg will put her hand, reach out and grab a gemstone because they're the things that she likes the most.
Yeah, I was hoping someone would proper Scrooge McDuck it.
Hessia would have.
Yeah. She would have been in that chariot by now.
Let's all take a moment to remember Hessia and how much she would.
It would have been with the scepter in hand, the crown on,
the crown would be on, the jewelry be on, to be in that chariot,
opening the sarcophagus while she's in the chariot.
100%.
Wielding the scepter.
Living her best life.
As everyone's holding their breath for a second, as you look up towards the golem, as you grab it, Red. A second, two, you can feel your heart beating in your chest, especially you, Bronwyn, getting pushed by the last one into a wall and pummeled. You take a moment, but nothing happens.
Anything?
Nothing. Constance, only you give me a perception, please.
Let's do this, guys.
Come on, Constance.
Come on,
You've got bardic inspiration, remember?
Let's do it. Oh.
Who was it? Oh. Plus bardic inspiration, yeah? Is that a D6?
That's a D8.
It's not worth it.
Oh, that was an 8. That makes it 11.
You'll see it, but it'll be too late to do anything about it. What do you do?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Okay.
I stay looking at it. I'm gonna like pinpoint it the entire time we're in this room until we've got the all clear.
Okay.
It would be the same, just further back.
I'm going to look at Casimir.
You see, Casimir is the only one in the room not looking at the treasure or anything like that. He's watching Constance. And he's got half a smile on his face, and the other one is clasping the control rod.
What a dick.
helps him. Like Hunter just.
So Alien's the only one who's seen it so far.
Is he focusing on it?
He's focusing on Constance. And as you look over, you can see he's waiting for her not to be looking.
Well, that's not going to happen.
You'd be able to grasp that. He's, when someone's waiting and you're watching for someone to look away, it's clear as day. Clear as day. Oh, hey, Mudaran. Whoop.
Hunter's going to start helping himself to Silver.
Like I said, I'll do it. I'll send you a list of all the stuff that's in here.
Yeah.
Okay. We check what we can, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the actual loot, what you can carry out, because you're just writing stuff down. It's not most exciting.
Yeah.
So Elian will pick up the rapier from the pile because it's not rusted.
No, it's beautiful, mate.
Rubbish, so he's assuming that it's magical. And having a magic weapon is a good idea right now because there's a golem right there. And then he's going to walk across to Casimir.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
As you're walking your way over, the golem comes to life and is making his way straight for Elian. You've got anything you've delayed, attackable opportunity on it, people who've been paying attention. What do you do?
I cast Crusader's Mantle on myself.
What does that do?
It gives me a 30-foot radius of holy power, which is the same radius as the light, which until the spell ends, which is concentration up to 1 minute. It moves on me, centers on me, and while everyone's in this aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack.
Nice.
I was behind the golem, ready to smack it.
You can attack it.
Yeah. Just to hit it with the... Nope. 7.
As you strike in, it bounces off its strong hide. Bronwyn?
Bronwyn was watching as well, yeah. She'll shoot it with an unbreakable arrow because I remembered that I've got those now.
Ooh.
I remember what happened last time. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Give me some damage.
7.
Plus 1d4 radiant.
Plus 1. Oh, plus my thingy. Hang on. 7 plus 4 plus 4. That's 8. 8 plus 7.
15.
15, thank you.
Yeah. It digs into it and the arrow survives the impact. Anyone else with reactions? Probably not.
Alert.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll give you that. Oh, no, alert team. Yeah, you're quick enough to react. You're not surprised by it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
Is it just an attack of opportunity?
So it's got to be a physical thing unless you had a spell sort of ready.
Sure, I'm just going to go out with the blood spear, two-handed. Just...
Yeah.
Did that do it? No, wait. Actually roll. There we go. That was 17.
That's a hit. Give me some damage, please.
2,
and Hunter, do you want to be doing yours?
Yep.
2 magic piercing.
That would be a miss.
Plus...
Yeah. You react quickly and take a swipe at it as it's going past, but it's too quick.
Sorry, that was 2 magic piercing plus 2 radiant from the thing.
Yeah. Dig into it. Elian. As your eyes come off Casimir. And you can see him smiling at you as you hear this thing thudding towards you. As you're just about to say, "Cuz," this fist comes swinging in towards your face and gets to within about this far and stops. Oh, I was mistaken. I can control it.
What an utter
Ah, you
Dick.
little...
Ah. Don't worry, Elian. You're safe now. I've got it under. And you see the other fist. Control. But it doesn't seem to like you for some reason.
Yes, that's because you're controlling it.
Bad, Gollum. Elian is our friend. Aren't you, Elian?
Nope. You think you can bully me just because you have a golem? Shut the hell up.
Casimir, instead of playing tricks on Elian and us, why don't you use the golem to carry some of this silver out with us?
You can ride it for all we care.
We could pull the chariot. We could fill the chariot with silver.
Yes.
You could do something, useful.
I think I'll name.
I was talking to the golem.
I think I'll name him. Raven. That's a nice name, isn't it? Come on, Raven. Let's pull this. Pull it, for Elian. As you see, he walks into the room with a smirk on his face. And the golem thuds in next to him and walks over and gently pulls the chariot out. Those who attacked it and hit, you can see on the golem the wounds closing and healing. And within the best part of 15 seconds, there's no marks that this thing was hit at all.
No. All
Right. Are we good to leave now?
No, I need a little bit longer. I'm presuming, Adam, that we haven't. Have we been able to take everything from the room in the chariot?
No, nowhere near.
Yeah,
nowhere
cool.
near.
So we'll leave the copper, right?
Essentially,
We're trying to take the silver.
Yeah, I'll do. I'm guessing you guys are going for the most expensive bits. You spend 10, 15 minutes in looking at everything. There's the crown, if anyone wants to take it.
Yes.
It is. Yeah. That crown is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Fred just likes it.
So imagine what
Hessia
a
point
crown worth 1,000 gold pieces would look like.
Yeah.
Are there any? Sorry.
No, you okay? Constance, go for it.
Are there any diamonds in the pile of gems?
I'll come to that afterwards. We'll do all the gems and their values afterwards, if that's all right. But I'll say yes, there is one worth 100 gold pieces.
Is it one worth 300 gold pieces?
Maybe. I'll come to that.
Okay.
We got resurrection spells.
Yes, you do. As you
an eye patch.
An eye patch, you say? No. The piece which impresses all of you, apart from Red, the most is probably the scepter. It's an incredible piece, an absolute.
because you like the crown.
Like a genuine mind-numbing. None of you have seen anything like this before. Trying to put a value on this item is incredibly challenging.
Is
it
it
just
magic?
like pure obsidian, or got other stuff encrusted?
Obsidian with gold inlay and gems in it.
Wow.
It's how someone would make this, you're not sure. The skill, the craftsmanship. This must be made through magical means and incredible, impressive magical means as well.
Is it like a weapon, or is it just like kind of like a decorative thing?
Decorative, you would think.
Okay.
But having this definitely commands wealth and respect. It's an item of just worth. Look how much money and skill we've got, rather than look at this useful thing I've made.
I assume this is going to take us a long time to kind of load everything
well,
up.
we can go over it next time.
Yeah, but I mean, like in our time, maybe I'll talk to Elian and say, can you sit and like try and ritually identify the things that we're like anything interest, while the rest of us kind of load up the cart.
That is what I was trying to suggest.
Unless I stop and take a rest.
I think we should, while
Do
we're
as quickly as we can. But yeah.
while we're in a relatively defended place, and we have a golem and a helpful Casimir.
I have a golem.
Sure, you have a golem. While Casimir has a golem, and we're in a relatively defended place, I think we should take an hour or so and just catch our breath.
Yeah.
It'll give me a chance to do some ritual magic, so we can actually know the things we have that we could potentially use on the way out. Because remember that Lich said there was something else to fear here, and I don't think he was talking about us.
Yeah.
Very well. With that, Hunter will drop his form. We'll turn back into his human mode.
Nice.
And his fists and sword will no longer be on fire.
Nice.
Okay. So we take a short rest while, in our time as well, loading things. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short.
And Elian will spend a fair amount of time ritually casting Identify on various things.
Yep.
Pretty much anything that doesn't look like it's suffered the ravages of age and isn't a coin is something that he'll add to the pile to check.
Oh,
You've got those books as well that you needed to identify from before.
Yeah, I have a list. Nobody's. We've just been going and going and going.
The book we'll start with, as you spend 10 minutes on it. So there'll be 2, maybe 3 people who definitely want this. The book is a tome of wisdom. You have to spend time to read it and study it over the space of a week. And you've got to spend a total, I think it is 48 hours. I'll clarify that next week. Or anyone in chat knows how long you've got to in total time to study a tome for. I know it's a week, 7 days. But on completing the tome, you get a permanent +2 wisdom.
Oh, yes, please.
That, yeah. Everyone wants.
Very powerful, very rare, very sought after, you would know, Elian.
Perfect for a cleric.
Yep.
Elian will...
Or a druid or a ranger.
Or a druid or a ranger.
Yeah.
There's
Elian will
3
explain
people.
this in appropriately in character terms.
3 people who will leave it in game to decide who it's going to go to. So all be thinking you've got a week to make your cases of why you should have it, I guess. All of you would know what this can do.
It depends if Elian tells us what it can do.
You all would have heard...
Okay.
Like... Elian,
sorry, Moodon. It's...
This is just a boring book. I think I'll keep it,
So it's how long it takes when you've got a tome to study to get the bonuses from the stats. I know you've got to spend a time over a week. Tome of Understanding, yeah, that's the one. But it's the wisdom version of it. No, it's exactly... Oh, it's so good to have Moodon in chat. He knows all the rules. Makes me happy.
48 hours.
48 hours over 6 days. Cheers, watch out. So I was wrong on both cases.
Basically, you need to spread 48 hours worth of study over a period of not more than 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's
a lot of
study. Be a
study.
very big ask considering how...
all of you could probably study it. Maybe Red might need some help.
No, Red can read.
Yeah. So it's up to you to decide. We'll leave that in game next time. Looking round, the rapier is, but I'll do that for next time if that's okay.
Yep, sure.
And the golem is a shield golem built of amber.
Cool.
So
I'll take my time to identify its
immune to poison, immune to charmed, exhaustion, fright, and paralyze and poisoning. It's got blind sight 10 foot, dark vision 60 foot, passive perception 10. Can't speak but understands the commands given to it. It is bound to the amulet.
Elian is not telling people that he is identifying the golem.
No.
So
it will travel with...
It's a shield golem, right?
Yep. As long as it's within 60 foot, yada, yada, yada. If it's within 60 foot of Casimir takes half damage from attacks. The golem regenerates 10 hit points a round. and the golem can store spells for Casimir.
Whoa, that's super strong. He was lucky keeping
one
that.
4th level or lower spell can be stored within it.
Mm.
Wow.
And it requires no components to cast when cast through the golem.
Wow.
Do you need to concentration to use the amulet, or we don't know?
And then if the golem is if the golem's within 5 feet of Casimir, he gets +2 AC on Casimir because it protects him.
Cool.
Good luck killing him now, Elian.
Casimir's going to live forever. He's going to outlive all of you.
It's fine. We need to get him on side somehow.
And you guys are going to take a short rest?
Yep.
Yeah.
There is one more thing that I want to check.
Yeah, go for it.
I've still got the porcelain ewer.
Oh, yeah.
And there's that obsidian mace, if that has anything to it. And the chariot. The chariot might be something special.
Right. You bear with me. Just want to get this right. 22. Okay, you ready? Any poisonous liquid poured into the ewer is instantly transformed into an equal amount of sweet wine. Furthermore, a creature that grasps your handle can command it to fill with 1 gallon of wine, but it can't produce any more until the next dawn.
Wow.
That might be helpful for, say, a wine-producing family.
Yeah.
Press, because they always want wine.
Ian will quietly put that back in his pack and resolve to talk to his actual
Elian,
party about
you're
it
aware
later.
of a number of people who would like this a great deal. Kresk, the mayor of Kresk, is well known for liking wine. A number of people in Valaki, some boys who you saved in Valaki, some Vistani who drink a lot of wine, and some wine producers would probably like this as well.
That's fine.
Also, Hunter would like it.
Sorry, Imbri 2001, that's a beautiful statement. You could get drunk off your pee. It's an everlasting circle. You get drunk on the first free one, and then you pee poison. Oh my god, yes. Create poison to make more wine. And as you get more and more drunk, just be like, it's got to be working. Right,
I would like to have a look at some of these holy symbols, if possible.
Yeah, we'll go over that next time.
Sure.
So you're going to start a short rest in here.
Yeah.
Hopefully finish a short rest in here.
And then,
So just
Concerning
put all my
language.
health up.
so we'll start the next game from the short rest in here, if that's okay.
Cool.
Okay.
I am going to keep my bonuses because I didn't get a chance to use them.
No.
We don't get to.
You don't get to keep
Works.
ours. You don't get to keep yours. You had
Okay.
plenty of opportunity.
Everyone in chat, at the end of the game, we give for who you want to, you can give a plus or a negative to one of the players or myself. Casimir gets to keep his for sure.
No.
So type F in chat now, and then I'll pick a couple of people who have been in chat, and they can get about bonus or negatives for next time for the party. That was a good one. Good fight. You wrecked those vampires. Like,
Love it.
I thought.
Watcher and Leopoo.
And Mudaran.
Mudaran.
I thought I'd get at least one away. I thought I'd be able to get one in a hunt, but
We worked on that quite hard.
yeah, that grapple from Hunter. Nope.
Yeah, he went full dog mode.
Yeah, it's at the Oh, I'll be nice. We'll do all 4. So we'll start at the top. Watcher, pick someone to have a plus or negative. Leopoo, pick someone for a plus or negative. Mudaran, pick me for a plus, please. And Imbri, So we've got a plus for Red for next time. Let's make a note of it because I always forget.
Yeah, me too.
So Red has got a positive. You can give the players negatives, and then I can call when to use it, which is always nice.
You can do that.
DM negatives
can
as
do
well.
that.
Yeah, Adam can get negatives.
Yeah.
And then the players can call it.
Yeah.
Oh, minus, which you cool.
Oh, I lovely poo.
Spicy.
He's just too beautiful for the world, you know.
He needs to be knocked down a peg.
It's just
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
It was that turn undead when you got 4 vampires in it and 3 of them ran. I was just like,
Yeah. I
I
was
thought
waiting
they-
for them to group up. I was like, I need to get a group.
yeah. I thought they had advantage on it.
I was getting seriously worried until you jumped in to do that.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh.
vampires all left of me.
The master plus.
He takes careful notes when it's bonus for him.
Ah, Bronwyn
And
a plus
plus
2.
Bronwyn.
Nice.
Thank you, Mura.
And
Oh, 1 for the GM.
yeah. And Casimir is storing his in the shield golem. He has stored his plus in the shield golem.
Nice. That's fine. That's fine.
Right. When are we thinking for next week? Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday?
usual.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How are people doing?
Good.
How are you guys doing generally?
Yeah, I'm okay. Work is
Good,
work. I lost my rag with someone at work.
Good.
Yeah. It's half term
Probably
on Friday, so
Holiday.
I get to stay.
Official holiday.
I get to stay at home and do nothing.
Everything is exams.
Oh.
And are they exams on football? I hear.
Today's was. I was not impressed.
See, I would. That's not fair. So there's something in exams because one of our teachers for GCSE was on EQA. Is it? I forget. He was on one of the.
EQA.
He was on one of the exam boards, and it was when I was working in the school, and he was showing me the hoops they've got to jump through for an exam question. And it's
Yeah. It's what I
it's-
used to do. My old job.
Yeah, and you're not allowed.
Yeah.
Where he was saying that he wasn't allowed to have stuff that is not subject
exactly.
knowledge that you can use from another subject, or that can be your hobby to give you an advantage, which isn't on the syllabus or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
So with you to write about football, I would have a massive advantage over you because I referee.
Yeah.
And can
Yeah, and I know nothing about it.
and
at
you
all.
know nothing about it. That's not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not fair at all.
It should be something which is some obscure thing that no one has got an advantage or negative
Still
on.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just change it.
That's it. Yeah. Like
Oh
exam
yeah. Oh.
design and building was what I did
When's
for
the
like
next
7
LARP?
years.
We don't know when the next LARP's going to be.
I'm itching for some LARP photography and some crewing.
Mate.
Yeah.
Mate, as soon as we get the go ahead, coming
need
out
to-
the gate, mate.
I need to
Yeah.
bash some nerds with a stick.
What the mad thing is? At this rate, it's going to be we basically had Smoke and Brass
In end of February?
end of February. Then all this kicked off, and it looks like it's going to be Smoke and Brass again when we start up again.
Yeah.
Which
This is
one's
my
that?
game, my sellout game. It's
Oh,
just,
that's the gun one. The
that's gun one,
Cowboys.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Western.
Western.
Pew, pew,
That'd be cool.
pew.
I might try and pictures. Maybe that would be fun.
Yeah, come along. I think you would enjoy because we've got so many crew for it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, we usually have so many crew.
It's
Like
basically my Red Dead Redemption in my head.
Oh, cool. If you want, I could
we had
ask.
70 crew last event.
Yeah, I had so many monsters just come down and chill.
Oh yeah, get Watcher. It would
Hey,
be good.
come down.
Yeah, man.
I could ask if you want. I can ask my niece, and well, she violins, but could do some fiddle style Wild West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
The sheriff and the Undertaker who are like their characters are brothers, Lazarus and whatever Mass's first name is, and the Carver brothers and
Carver
Beulah May
brothers, yeah.
are this like 3 NPC like
folk band who just play like country hits whenever they're not having to be like important people around town, and everyone's just like, oh, it's the singing sheriff.
Amazing. Yeah, I reckon she'd be up for it if we just came down for the day and then went home.
Yeah.
It's easy for us, isn't it? We can drive there and back.
I shared those pictures of you guys as the spider like Gribblies before, right? I was really surprised to find that album. It was one that I'd not really found before in our site photography like website, and just inexplicably found a load of pictures from this like missing Five Kingdoms game that I had just like not paid attention to at all. I think the pictures must have been like really subtly put up there without really making a big fanfare about it. And there's just fantastic ones of all the guys who were crewing that one. For some reason, they thought it would be a good idea to have like these ridiculous like Halloween like long-leggedy spiders that are just like really shit like foam body with like long like massive pipe cleaner legs sort of thing, but like 5 foot wingspan kind of thing. And so all of the NPC, all the sort of baddies in that set piece all had just like spiders tied onto them in random places, and they're being controlled by the spiders. And then when they died, the crew thought it'd be hilarious if they like lifted their arms and legs up in the air like they were dead spiders. And so they were all just like desperate to die the entire time, specifically so they could be like bloody stupid is what it is. I miss it. I really missed it when I saw that. the like absolute like shit tier of our baddies. We doing?
Sorting someone's character up.
Level 1 sorcerer, is it?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully second breakfast is going to go ahead.
Nice.
Depends on August, really. Depends if we get a second wave hit.
Yeah, my friend's... Because I was going to go to second breakfast, but it's my friend's wedding on the same weekend. It's still hit and miss as to whether her wedding will go ahead.
Yeah. I've had to move the first one to like the last week of August in the hope that that's late enough.
Can I just take this moment with everyone to say a massive thank you to Watcher, who shares D&D Beyond with us like an absolute boss, has joined our campaign.
Amazing.
Thank you, Watcher.
Thank you so
So
much.
we've got the books.
Thanks very much.
It's been so much more fluid since then, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we use... I might do a video about it, because so we use D&D Beyond, and then we use a Windows Chrome extension, which lets me click on any character sheet I've got open in D&D Beyond, any monster, and it gives me all the dice next to all the bits I need, and then roll that straight into Roll20.
Yeah.
And it just speeds up everything. Every spell has got the dice on, so I can just click on it, and it's
There's no
so much
faffing
better.
around with numbers.
Yeah, so thank you very much, sir, for that.
And it's a lot more intuitive than the Roll20 character sheets, I find.
Yeah.
I've gone over to this for like other games that use Roll20 because it's just so much easier.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I will send you. What is the name of the Chrome extension we use? Anyone remember?
It's like Beyond
20.
Beyond 20.
Yeah. It's on other apps. I mean, it's on other web browsers as well as Chrome.
Yeah.
Other web browsers are available.
Yeah.
We just use Chrome.
So if you download Beyond 20, then it gives you dice next to anything, and then there's some settings in it, and then you just open Roll20 and you can click on it and it rolls into it. I might make a video on it because that'll be a fun little video, won't it? There will be a video on what happened on the missing episode.
Oh, mate,
Yeah, we need to do something about it.
But I'm just waiting.
Do it all with sock puppets, yeah?
I'm waiting for the guy to finish the piece of art on it. To finish that, because that's going to be
Go
amazing.
episode.
Go episode still needs to happen. We can have it in song if Red sings it, because if I sing it, you'll all kill me.
Cool.
Red can write a song about what happened when new characters came in and joined.
Just give me the lyrics and I'll do whatever.
Yeah, we can do that. No, it's not going to be a ballad. Yeah, we still miss Hessia. She's not really gone. I'm sure you'll never see her again.
As we come
Died
out
how
of the
she
film.
lived, trying
Excellent.
to help make it worse.
That was a nice one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I reckon
We got all the loot. Now we need to dive.
you've got some
Now we
serious.
need to get out.
Some sick loot.
Get closed.
Yeah. I reckon we'll see how it goes next week.
Yeah.
I mean, what you guys choose to do and where you choose to go. But hopefully we'll get out of Ember Temple because it's a silly place full of silly things. Yeah, I thought.
It's only a model.
Nice, that's clever. Well done. Yeah, should be next Thursday, Watcher. Maybe we could try and do another little stream on something one of the days as well. We'll see.
Yeah,
what
that'd be
we're up to.
nice. I miss having social interactions on a regular basis.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something. What was it? Amber Temple,
It's a silly place.
silly place.
Hopefully we'll get out of it next.
Hopefully we'll get out of it next time.
Back to the Amber
Or we'll all
Temple.
die.
We'll all
We still got to get
die.
out.
Oh yes, we do have Bronwyn artwork, and it's amazing. I've just not put it up because I'm useless. And we've got some Nuja Cool artwork.
Yeah, that's good.
Should I try and show it now?
Yeah, do it. Do a
There we
little
can go.
post stream
Yeah.
surprise.
Oh, bear with me. All my PDFs.
See your desktop.
Oh,
Nicely
Oh, hello.
split.
a load of us
randomly.
just got switched to something else.
Not me.
Bear with me.
Lovely windows.
I've got to find it.
Split and spread.
Yeah, choose.
Oh, goodness.
Curse of Strahd. I've not even.
I was so fluffy now it's dried.
Bear with me.
I
Sorry.
think I'm half and half.
Do
I can
it.
get it.
Do it.
Can anyone link me the new Bronwyn art? I've not even downloaded it.
Hold on.
Oh,
No.
That sounds like a me job.
Hunter art on.
You've still got, I think it's still the older Hunter out without all the the rendering.
That is the older one as well. I need to do both new.
Maybe next time.
Ah.
I
We've
should
not
have it.
got
Hang
them.
on.
Okay. Show.
Here we go. I've got all of them here. I'm sending them to you now,
Brilliant.
Adam.
it's not very. I'm not very strong.
Oh, you're well strong.
And
There you go.
brilliant. Perfect. Oh, it's massive. Sorry. Bear with me.
Oh,
Oh god.
My,
that's a
My
lovely
plant
axe.
axe.
I can
do
see a
like the
tiny
horn.
bit of the axe.
Plant axe.
Let's do a little swipe all the way. What?
Jackal is too awesome to fit on
Are
one.
we only allowed to see the top? Amazing.
Hey, nice.
Hey.
Can you see him?
Yep.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
I mean,
so.
He is handsome, isn't he?
Like,
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
very handsome.
So the deal
Beautiful.
is that all subscriber art, all money we make from subscribers and every donation, 100% goes on art. Like no money shall be made from this. So we had like a really good month where we got in total we got like $90. So I ordered 2 big pieces of art. This was from Fiverr. I can link the guy if you like. He's this crazy Russian guy who I don't feel charged me anywhere near enough. And I will link to him. And if you
Still no boots.
You still have them.
He doesn't wear boots. I don't know why we decided that
I
he wore
sent you
boots.
that photo of the shoes that I found on that one film set I worked on
So-
that were like
Yeah.
Those aren't my boots.
lizard foot boots.
Yeah.
this
Those
is
aren't my boots. They're not
He
my
has
actual
human
feet.
feet, and then
Yeah.
he wears boots like that, and then those are his boots. So when
This
Elliot was
is-
wearing the boots,
I was
that's
leaving
what his
like
feet look
big
like.
dragon footprints.
Yeah.
So this
Will be very
is
small.
the sub money from there went onto this one, and bear with me.
Oh my god! I've just looked at the pricing on it.
It's ridiculous,
Yeah,
right? Like
crazy.
he said, this was £17.
Jokes and I was like trying to fucking.
That's
like-
crazy.
It's ridiculous,
insanely
right?
Good.
He was £17, and then I gave him a £5 tip. So in total, it was like £23 for that, and I think that's really good value.
Yeah.
I think he's done an amazing job for £23. There's so much detail in there. Like if I, oh no, I've moved the whole frame. Whoops.
Oh god.
Oh, hello.
Everything's
This
going
is why
horribly
we can't
wrong.
have nice things.
I love that there's still 125 people watching us move art around.
Like
I love the art.
if I zoom in
What's
really
wrong with-
close, like the level of detail on that is just nuts. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I love
Anyway.
the axe. The axe is cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
everyone
amazing.
remember Jakul is using the plant biter axe. So you can see it there. Right. No, I don't want to do that. I just deleted the overlay for a second.
Oh my god.
Seeing your panic in Twitch was a lot more funnier than seeing it on there.
I think it's because we've got like 3 seconds to
Delay. Yeah.
expect it, and then it's like, yeah,
Okay.
you
And
can
then
appreciate the panic on Adam.
1 second. And then I got the other art. Here. Happy Fun Times D&D. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, I got it. So Ode. Bang, thank you. And bang. Oh, why are you so useless? Okay, right. Right, good. That's what I needed. And then I need, bear with me, sorry. Let this be easy.
Being kicked off.
Right. And then, boom.
Oh,
Oh, there she is. There she goes.
And she's gone.
and she's back.
Standing
Drinking
up
before our very eyes.
She has legs as well, honestly.
Yeah,
There they are.
there we go.
I love her.
And then we have the Bronwyn art, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
She has such a Bronwyn expression.
Yeah.
Long suffering.
It's not letting me download that one right. Can I show the art which isn't finished yet?
No.
No.
Oh,
No, because it's from the missing episode, so.
oh,
We need
it's so
to have it
good.
finished.
It needs to be done.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So-
we need to
It
do a
might-
summary of that missing episode. Maybe one day we can do like kind of a point by point, play by play, or something like that.
The
It might make
other art,
Mudaran very happy to see it, I think.
the other art was $60, but it's just fucking
It's so beautiful.
incredible. It's just yeah, we do need a well, oh please, can I just show it not finished?
No, it's the reward for when it's done.
Yeah.
I
then
want
they
to
get see
actually
it.
explain the episode so that they know what has happened.
Mudaran's so desperate. He wants us to see it.
It's spoilers.
Okay, I
Which
promise
one was the
I won't
episode?
send it
It's
to
the episode where
Mudaran.
I died.
Tower
Hedge
goes
turned
down.
and Fjord ran away from a dragon.
All the
And
I
I
thought it was
died.
one afterwards.
What's the art called, Adam?
No, it was that one. Like, the one where we all get joined together.
What was the art called? Someone tell me,
Your
remind me the
strength
name.
To mine.
Pardon? Oh yeah. So
Wasn't it your strength to mine?
yeah.
To my screen.
So the art piece has got a name already, and it's
My
called
strength to yours. Or my strength to mine.
it's called Your Strength to Me.
Mhm.
Sorry, let me just do the voice one last time. Hello, Hesia.
Hello, voice.
Your strength to me. My strength to you.
But he missed that bit when he said that last time, didn't he?
He did.
Sorry, he did.
Yeah.
He just said,
Your strength to me.
Yeah, that's how he ended it. That was it. That was it.
And then started laughing.
Your demon boyfriend broke up with you.
Fireball! Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And then
Anytime Hesia wants to come back and set Casimir on fire, she would be more than welcome.
I think there'll be more than just Casimir on fire.
Yeah, let's start as we mean to go on.
I want to see that fist fight. Sorry.
When I'll be upset.
So the episode where Hesia made her dark bargain is available, but the one afterwards isn't.
So, am I right in thinking that as far as the sort of recorded history of this podcast goes, it ends with Elian dying, and
Hesia made the deal, and Elian died, and
Gabriel was a smear across the landscape.
Yeah. A dragon had happened to him by that point.
And then we're leaving Kresk, and we've got some new friends, I guess, is the next thing.
Yeah. Mudaran, I'll tell you what happened. We'll reenact it.
Can I do the dragon?
I'm ready.
It all went to shit, mate.
You got the dragon, nice.
So the cart exploded as the cart was opened from the top from the top of the cart was opened and Gabriel was sent backwards. Elian was turned into peanut butter on the floor.
I was not dead at that point.
Gabriel was peanut butter. Elian was just like
Constance got blasted into the door, which knocked the tower over and summoned a blue dragon in the tower's defense.
I took like 30 points of damage from the explosion and then got smashed into the electricity zapper of the door and took like another 15 damage.
Yeah. And then out it comes, massive blue dragon, and like starts getting ready to chomp on people.
Shut
up. Bear with me. Oh, why is this so slow? Sorry.
Shut up.
And then the blue dragon starts getting ready to chomp on people.
It does chomp on people.
And got chomping on people. And Gabriel charged it and tried to stop it, got chomped on. And then Red tried to run away and the dragon took off. And Casimir was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. On his horse. Then there was big, epic... Constance decided the key was to open the thing and was trying to open the door, and that entire time that was going down she was trying to do the safety dance. And then after that, this is the bit you missed, Hesia made the deal and turned into a demon. Constance ripped the door open as the dragon ripped Gabriel off his back and chopped him in half.
Because Gabriel pinned him with a magical staff.
Yeah, Gabriel pinned him with a magical staff. He did indeed.
I'd also like to point out, Hesia made a deal to save all her friends.
So the deal was...
It wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it definitely was necessary.
Oh, no, it was necessary.
100% necessary.
Wasn't going.
Oh, yeah, that's true,
yeah. And then as the door opened, it started to suck the dragon towards the door, and it was being pulled towards it, but it had already got a decent distance away, and it dug its claws into the floor and was being pulled slowly towards it. And as it was being pulled, the power from the door was waning, and Constant realised that it wasn't going to make it. So drew the sword, Red came charging in, and they both attacked the dragon. And then they heard from Demon Hesia like an argument between them, where the demon said,
"Fine. A deal is a deal, but only this once, Hesia."
And then fucking Superman punched and did flame in it, but instead of it being red flame like Hessia's normal, it was jet black right into the dragon's face, which sent it reeling into the portal, and then got sucked away. Then they had a little chat with Hessia briefly, and then she flew off.
Yeah, she's.
Then Constance went running over and grabbed Elian, and has an ability where she can resurrect someone if she gets to with them within 1 minute of them being dead.
Revivify is a spell.
Revivify. So smashed Revivify on Elian, and ripped him back from being life because she didn't have the required components, and part of Elian was lost and stuck in the spirit realm, which I'm sure won't bite him on the arse.
No, won't come back to be a problem later at all.
But then there was more problem as the werewolves were then drawn to this big explosion, and the party ran. And Hunter
ran so fast.
Had his background explained, and that was really cool. And was the wolf that was left from when Gabriel was a werewolf. And Mother Night got her claws into him and basically trained him as a child and said, I want you to kill all the werewolves and we will make new werewolves, which will be better. And you will be their alpha. But first we've got to kill all of Strahd's rubbish werewolves. Let's kill them all. And then it's from the level 0, Sir Istevald and Bronwyn were on a mission to work out how to get in, and got in, and they were drawn. They managed to find their way in and were drawn to the werewolves as well. And as the werewolves attacked the party, they came charging in, and Sir Istevald on his freaking warhorse Skydancer to me charged in and lanced one of the wolves, and there was a big fight, and then everyone was friends and ran off. So now I've explained it.
The end. Now you can show the art.
Sure.
Yeah, go on.
Not done yet, though.
It's not done yet.
Yeah, it's not finished.
That's a great corner of it.
Yeah.
Not all of the characters are on the new piece of art.
The most important ones are.
Yeah.
Hessia and the dragon.
Well, not all of the detail is on it, but god damn, that's going to be good when it's done.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
See, I've got this spell that I've been wanting to use for ages, where as long as I've seen something before, I can locate it to within. I can locate it if I'm within like 1,000 feet of it or something. And I'm utterly desperate to use it on Esmeralda's leg.
Oh my days, do it.
There.
Not her, just her leg.
Just her leg. Yeah.
An item, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were pretty sure that she was in the tower before we exploded it, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
we assume. Whatever
so there we go. So that is
now.
the same artist who did the art of Constance
With
on the very angry goat.
Yeah, Biffy goat.
There we go. So lovely. Hopefully that will be finished soon. Oh, just imagine when you summon Hadram and you draw out the sword. That will be
endless vengeance rampage.
Yeah.
That will be serious vengeance rampage.
Especially with the Shadow Assassin as well.
Yeah, that mirror still exists somewhere.
Yeah.
Good old assassin mirror.
Yeah. All good.
I'm
Cool.
sure that won't.
Lovely. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next Thursday,
Thank you very much.
we might do some kind of LARP thing.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
See you next week.
Yeah, no, I was going to say something. Yeah, see you next week, Thursday. We might try and do a LARP thing during the week, which would be good. We can decide what we're going to do. I think it'll be chatting shit, can't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if we focus one on crewing. Let's focus a crew LARP chat crew.
Okay.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good. Lovely. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.